Honorable members, Mr. Speaker.
That's it. Please, you have your seats. Honorable members, please. Almighty God, we humbly beseech thee to look with favor upon this youth impact parliament. Grant that it might perform its high duty as in thy sight. Give divine guidance to the executive director of the youth impact movement and endowed members of parliament with discernment and vision, integrity and courage, that through the labors of this parliament, the interests and the wishes of members may be well and truly served, and that good purposes for the common human life be realized in our midst. O God, grant us a vision for this parliament, fair as it might be, a fraternity of righteousness, where none shall wrong his neighbor, a fraternity of plenty, where evil and poverty shall be done away with, a fraternity of brotherhood, where all success shall be founded on service, and honor shall be given to the deserving, a fraternity of peace, where the parliament shall rest on the will of its members and the love for the common good. Bless the effort of those who struggle to make this vision a living reality. Inspire and strengthen our people that they may give time, thought, and sacrifice to speed the day of the coming beauty of the Youth Impact Parliament Ghana. Amen. Honorable members, please resume your seats. Honorable members, as you can see, the other paper have not been shared physically, but I believe everyone has a virtual copy. Is there anyone here without an order paper? Please check the platform. I believe we have the order paper there. So, honorable members, communication from founders. Honorable members, today we are doing everything virtually. Honorable members, a minute, please. Honorable members, communications from founders. It is with great pleasure and profound respect that we recognize and welcome our guest honor. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it, but it is part of the protocol that I read the communication from founders. So bear with me, honorable members. So this is the communication from our founders, and I read, honorable members, our guest of honor, is with great pleasure and profound respect, I will recognize and welcome our distinguished guest of honor, Honorable Dr. Archibald Yaolecha, a man of exceptional accomplishment in business, medicine, and politics. Dr. Leche's illustrious career spans multiple sectors, reflecting in his unrivaled commitment to development and service. As a medical doctor, he established a clinic to improve healthcare access. As a visionary entrepreneur, he owns the Sky Plus Hotel, a shopping mall, and several other thriving businesses. His leadership as a two-term voter regional minister from 2017 and 2025 under the administration of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, former President of the Republic of Ghana, further underscores his dedication to national progress. His friendship with the former president and his ability to leverage on such relationships for impact governance make him an exemplary leader. Today's sitting represents a unique opportunity for members of Youth Impact Parliament to engage with him, learn from his experiences, and draw inspiration for their own leadership journeys. We encourage all members to actively participate in this enriching interaction as we seek to glean wisdom from a leader who has successfully bridged the worlds of business, medicine, and politics. Long live Youth Impact Parliament. Long live Youth Impact Movement. Long live Ghana. Honourable members, that was the communication from our founders. So we move straight to the item number 3 on our order paper, which is communication from Speaker. Honourable members of the House, good afternoon. It is with great privilege to welcome you all to the sixth sitting of the second session of the fourth Youth Impact Parliament. Today's proceedings promises to be both enlightening and impactful, as we have the distinct honor of hosting an exceptional leader whose multifaceted career offers invaluable lessons for this House. We begin with special focus on our guest of honor, Honorable Dr. Archibald Yaolecha, whom we will interact with. Following his interaction, we will transition to our scheduled debate on the motion. This House examines the fairness of the nurses' allowance claim in line with the existing public sector policy. I read the motion again. This House examines the fairness of the nurses' allowances claim in line with existing public sector policy. This discussion touches on a critical national issue affecting our healthcare workforce, and I expect rigorous, evidence-based contribution from all members. The quality of our deliberations today will determine the strength of our recommendations. The latter part of our sitting today will be devoted to private business. Honourable members, as we proceed, I will remind all members of our shared responsibility to uphold the dignity of this House. Our debates must be constructive, our interventions timely, and our conduct exemplary. The public looks to us for leadership, and we must demonstrate that their trust is well placed. Let us approach today's business with seriousness it deserves, balancing vigorous debate with mutual respect. I am very confident that through our collective wisdom we will generate meaningful outcomes that advances our national discourse. The clerk is now directed to take cognizance of today's deliberations. Honorable members, may our deliberations be fruitful. Thank you. Thank you. Straight to the fourth item on our order paper, which is the official introductions of youth MPs. Honorable members, we are fine behind time. So I will entreat you all to just, when you are given the opportunity, just rise to your feet. You mention your name, the constituency in which you are representing, and if you are holding any leadership position, you add it. Everything should be brief, please. So let's start from my left hand side, is the minority. Honorable member, please you may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am Constantina Tonamafi Agbenolauduga, Youth MP for Okere constituency, chairperson for the Human Rights, and acting second deputy speaker for the day. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Edward Amenu, and I am the minority leader for the Senate of this House. Thank you.
Yeah. Honorable members, I'm not hearing the yeah. I'm not getting the energy in the house.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and our guest house. My name is Donovan Mike Bless, Youth MP for South Storm constituency, and also the Minority Chief Whip of the House. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Robert Fiaunu, MP for Krachi constituency, the ranking member on the Intelligence Committee, and also the Deputy Minority Leader of Youth Impact Parliament. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker of the House, for the opportunity. My name is Wonder Nicodemus Dzameshie, Youth MP for the good people of Anlo constituency, and minority leader of this August House, Vice Chair, Chairman of Intelligence Committee, and a member of many committees. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's go to my right hand side, the majority.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Orlando.
Point of correction. I'm Mr. Speaker, not Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Orlando, an interim MP.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker and the House. I am the chairperson for the Defense Committee and youth member of Parliament for the Ofutu constituency. My name, Isaac Etonameje.
Hello.
Please speak.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Enock Sododzi, the first Deputy Speaker, and also the MP for Sege constituency. And Mr. Speaker, today is my birthday. So I want to inform all the members. I turned 13. Thank you very much. Very big.
Thank you, Speaker in the House. My name is Victim Bryce Shalom, Youth MP for Oho constituency, the only commercial system voter region, the constituency with the biggest stadium, 10 capacity, the only constituency with so many tourist attraction centers, the only constituency
Honorable member. Honorable member.
At the point of view, okay.
Honorable
Thank
member.
you, Mr. Speaker.
You
and
just
Mr. Speaker.
confused me.
Okay.
And you made a point that I think is hogwash. Because how can you tell me the only constituency with the biggest stadium? What do you mean?
But we all know that Hokwa is in voter region. Unless, of course, you have another Hokwa in mind.
No.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable member, point of correction. I'm putting it to you that the stadium in Hohoy is not the biggest stadium.
Prove it. 10,000 capacitor.
Honorable members, you left.
And vote, so that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
In contest, is Hokwa in voter region or not?
So you never made a contest.
Of course.
Honorable member, you never put it in the contest.
No, we all know Hokwa is in voter region.
So how do I know? How do I know you are referring to voter region when you have not stated it?
If you claim you don't know, fair enough.
It is speech.
Thank you very much.
We are not the only one watching. People are streaming live.
Okay.
So please.
Thank you very much. My name is Victim Baiselom, Youth MP for Hoho constituency, the only commercial city in voter region, and the only constituency that has the 10,000 capacity stadium in voter region, the only constituency that has all the tourist attraction center in it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, in the August House. My name is Cyril Kekeli Amevo, an interim MP.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity. I am Hubert Agbaxode, Youth MP for Akatsi North constituency, and then the chairperson for the business committee and the majority leader for the 4th Parliament, and then the leader of government business for that matter. Mr. Speaker, I would like to use this opportunity to wish our able First Deputy Speaker a happy birthday. Actually, he is doing well, and the grooming of youth MPs in this chamber is evidence that we cannot see. The days that we all started as youth MPs in this house, I could all attest to the fact how we were challenged to do some things, and then today we are seeing its outcome. Mr. Speaker, once again, I would like to use this opportunity to thank honorable members that came to my handing over yesterday. So when I was introducing I was tempted to mention my name is Leo Lion Hubert, but I realized that we are not in Lions Class International meeting here. On that note, I thank you.
Thank you very much, honorable members, for that warm introductions. Honorable members, we are fine behind time. So let's move straight to item 5 on our order paper, which is the business committee report. And the business committee report will be read out by the chairperson of the business committee of parliament, the majority leader. Honorable majority leader, please present the business committee report.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity once again. Before I proceed to the business committee reports, I have some observation that I would like to table before you. You know, in terms of you giving us the communication from founders and then that of the speaker, the guest speaker for today is no more coming. So on that accord, I think we should have revised it. Somebody watching us online will be expecting that since you've given this communication from founders, then automatically they'll be expecting the guest of honor to speak. So I think going forward, if we are expecting somebody and then he's not coming, we just have to revise, not necessarily reading his profile again. So from there, Mr. Speaker, I would like to state the business committee reports to the parliament. In the
Honorable member,
second,
please, before you proceed, let me make a clarification. You see, the communication from founders, this is what the founders have written to me for me to deliver to the house on their behalf. So the engagement with our guest of honor is captured under item number 6 on our order paper. So that is dedicated to him, which we will skip when we get there. But the communication from founders, that's what the founders gave me to read on their behalf. So I cannot change the words from it, or I cannot alter it. I hope you get it. I cannot alter the communication from founders because that's what they drafted and sent to me on their behalf. So, honourable members, I understand what you mean. I understand it very well. But you see, I'm reading it on behalf of our founders, and that's what they have written to me, and I can't alter it. So it's best that I read it out as it is. But I made the house aware that our guest of honor cannot make it today. So, honourable members, I think there is no issue with that. So we can please proceed.
thank you very much. In as much as you said that it's not convincing enough for me, because
Please proceed to read.
the same name also, I've heard you repeating the same name in the communication from speaker, which is from your office. Even if the speaker or the guest speaker is not coming, the founder, I'm not sure they are far away from us. We can use that few minutes and then make amends for
Honourable member.
people coming on board. So
Honourable member,
in line with
please
that,
proceed
Mr.
to read
Speaker,
the business committee
in the
report.
second session of the fourth parliament of Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana, of Youth Impact Movement, for the sixth sitting of the second session of the lower chamber of Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana, dated June 22, 2025. Before commencement of business, we had opening prayers, communication from founders, we had communication from the speaker, and then we had the official introduction of our youth MPs. Thereafter, I'm currently presenting the business committee reports, and then after that, we go to the commencement of guest business, which is the engagement by guest of honor, which we've already been informed that he will not be with us today due to some one or two reasons. Thereafter, we go to the debate for the day, which reads: this house examines the fairness of the nurses' allowance claims in line with existing public sector policy. So that's the motion for debate for today's sitting. Thereafter, we move to the commencement of private business, where we'll be having questions, statements, and petitions, if there are any. Then we move to the adjournment to hour 12 parliamentary sitting, hopefully to be in July. So this is the business committee report that I've laid before the House. Thank you.
Honourable members, the business committee report has been laid before the House by the majority leader of the House. Honourable members, any inputs? Honourable members, any inputs? In the absence of any submission or any inputs, the business committee report is hereby adopted by the House. Honourable members, as I've stated earlier, our guest of honor cannot make it due to some one or two reasons. So bear with me as we skip item number 6, then we should move to the debate. Honourable members, today's debate is on our nurses allowance, and I believe we are all prepared for such debate. Let's move straight into the debate. Honourable members, opening remarks from the majority leader.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to give my opening remarks about today's debate. Mr. Speaker, as today's debate
Honourable member,
reads,
please, you are supposed to move the motion.
thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I stand to move a motion for today's debate, which reads, this House examines the fairness of the nurses' allowance claims in line with the existing public sector policy. Mr. Speaker, this is today's motion for debate, and then I move so.
Honourable members, any seconder?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker of the House, for the opportunity. I hereby second the motion for this motion. I hereby second the motion for this subject matter to be debated as an open debate. Thank you.
Honourable members, the motion for today has been moved and seconded. Honourable Majority Leader, your opening statements.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to give my opening statements for today's debate. Mr. Speaker, in line with this motion, we at the majority side feels that anyway, the nurses, whatever they are requesting for, is in line with the public sector claims, or it's actually in line with the existing public sector policy. It's in line with the existing public sector policy. So we are thinking it wise, even though it's in line with the existing public sector policies, there are ways and means in which these allowances can be implemented. I don't think putting the lives of the innocent ones at the risk of their sickness, or let's say at their beds at the various hospitals and clinics, might not be the ideal one. But looking at it, it should be a consensus that everybody should come or have into a conclusion or agreeable, they say a consensus at the end, that everybody should come in. But once they take up their duty to become nurses, they swore to always be at post and then serve the public interest, and then also take care of those that are actually before them to be taken care of. but putting their lives at risk will never be the solution to whatever demands they are actually asking for government to implement. So, looking at all this, we are saying that fine, it should be something that they should all come to the discussion table, discuss it if it should be implemented one after the other, or at least they take it twice. Because when you look at the itinerary or the number of allowances that they're actually requesting for, it's not one, it's not two, it's not three, it's actually more. So this particular debate shouldn't be something that we should play politics with. Let's speak to the facts, even though we might see that we are the majority side, but this particular motion, we should do it devoid of politics, and let's have a bigger picture. These nurses, you could also see in the news portals the effects that this, it was it 10 days strike had, 10 days or more had on the individuals, the patients that they left at the core of their beds. Let's look at the effect that those strikes are having on them and speak passionately to it. You might not know, you might be the one, or I might probably be the one in the sick bed before this strike action has been called. Should I say let's say other side of the political divide, whereby let's say I'm an MPP person, so I will actually support it that they should go ahead with the strike whilst I'm in the sick bed? No, you might not know where you find yourself tomorrow, and that's why it's actually prudent that in terms of this, it's actually prudent that in terms of this, we put political colors aside and then speak to the effect, the impact, the negative impact this strike action had, to the fact that a lot of people actually lost their lives. When you read the news portal, some people lost their life due to just these things. And then a nursing mother, and I saw one on TV3, a heavily pregnant mother. She had to be rejected, which is not nice. I don't see it to be something that we should be applauding at this time, that or at this particular era that we are in as a country. So on that note, Mr. Speaker and the entire House, this is my opening remarks with regards to today's motion. Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
Thank you very much, the majority leader. And let's hear from the minority leader of the House.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker of the House, for the opportunity for the motion being introduced. With this side of the caucus, or with this side of the House, as a minority caucus, as far as this motion is concerned, this House examines the fairness of the nurses' allowance claims in line with existing public sector policy. This is an open debate in as much as what the nurses are demanding, what the nurses are requesting that the government of the day should implement for them as a result of a collective agreement they reached back in May 2024. It is very fair that allowances, emolument, or whatever remuneration that due a public sector worker should be given. But in that context, we should also look at the kind of service that these public sector workers are rendering to the nation? What kind of service are these public sector workers rendering to the nation? They are rendering essential service to this nation, a service that they heal patients, they treat patients, they make patients recover whenever they encounter ill health. So, digesting the matter in these two portfolios, we could all understand that it is fair that allowances remuneration should be given. But looking at the political nature, the economical nature of what is going on, we can all understand that in May 2024, this agreement was reached between Fair Wages and Salaries Commission and Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery Association, which they've given the government of the day at least 1 month ultimatum for this negotiation should be implemented. So in May, agreements was reached. In June, mid-year review budget was presented by Akufo-Addo government. It couldn't find its way into the budget. In December, a mini budget was presented for 1st January to 31st March 2025. This negotiation or this collective agreement does not find its way in these two respective budgets. In the rundown to His Excellency John Dramani Maham's administration, from 7 January down to June here, this is barely 5 months after taking over power. And you want this negotiation, this collective agreement to be implemented by all means under duress, under coercion? No, it's never fair. It is never fair in the sense that I heard the president of Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery Association, Mrs. Perpetua Ofori Ampofo, saying that 6 months is enough, is half a year for this collective agreement to be implemented. Fair enough. But what happened to 8 months from May 2024 to December 2024? Where two respective budgets were presented. So you could see that politics from opposition is at it again, while putting life at risk. In fact, Mr. Speaker, we believe that as a nation, we should understand certain things. That is not everything that we want to be looking at our benefit. No, serving the nation should be at our hearts, should be our topmost priority. So on this note, I thank you very much. In subsequent debates, we shall present the remaining facts as far as these striking nurses issues is concerned. Thank you.
Honorable members, we have heard the opening remarks from both leaders. It is open for the House for debate. The majority side. Honorable Vixen. Honorable members, the first deputy speaker to take the chair.
Honorable, you may proceed. Thank you, Speaker in the House. My name is Vixen Bryce. Please, hello. Victim Bryce Selom, Youth
Honorable,
MP for.
please, you are to address me.
I say thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah,
No
you were
problem.
looking at.
No problem. I say thank you, Mr. Speaker. It doesn't matter where I'm watching. So, with regards to the issue at hand about the nurses' strike, I believe this is an issue that needs to be discussed dispassionately, without any look into it with any political lens, devoid of any other partisan talk. And also, whilst at it, we as a government, we believe that the nurses provide an essential service to us as a nation. Without them, I'm not too sure that we will last a minute on earth if we were to fall sick or ill. So all the things happening in the midwifery, or the name, midwifery and nursing council, we can share in their pain, but they can equally bear with us as a government. I know it's a present issue that has been happening for the past years, but if you want to do something, you have to do it once and for all. I personally have issue with this public sector, their salary as well. You know, in Ghana, you work much and you just take a little salary home. I believe that it's time that both sides have to take this issue seriously, because if you go to other countries, they work, or you are being paid per number of hours that you worked. But Ghana, you work like a bulldozer, but it's only they'll give you something meager to send to the house. But I believe this is the time for us to do it right, so that someone will not feel cheated. Even though I can share in their pain for the strike. So due to the service that they provide for the nation, we believe, even though nothing has been done, but we believe that going forward, like I said, we want to do it better once and for all, so that it's not be as though when we leave office, if another government comes, then the whole cycle will still continue. That will not augur well for this country called Ghana. Having attained 67 years of age, we shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be where we are now. Because really, if you ask me my personal opinion, most people probably don't work as hard as the way these midwifery and nurses work. But if you look at what their take home is, you will be surprised. So I believe that nobody is above the law in this country. Yes. So we need to pay them according to the way they work. Not to say that, okay, I'm above, because for the few weeks that they've gone on strike, look at the havoc that it cost. I watched a video, someone's uncle got married 3 years ago because the person had an asthma, because the nurses are on strike. So even the woman was pleading with him that he should just attend to the uncle. He can pay any amount, but saying no because they are on strike, and that gentleman lost his life. I believe as a country we shouldn't engage, and the government, we are making effort to equally restore that. In as much as we are working at it, we know the other side is gaining political capital out of it, of which Hon Wonder made some political talk. Yes, the president of the Military Association, yes, that's their president. Of course, if I'm a president and you are my members, and every day I come to tell you that trust me, the minister says trust me, you equally presume that I'm in bed with the minister, and I'm not equally paying attention to your needs as well. So I believe that in as much as it will give them political capital, they should remember that one day when the table turn, they will serve to. So we have to come together and resolve this issue once and for all. I think that the last time we will have these people go on strike, there should be a very long time. So thank you, Mr. Speaker, in the House. It's the way I equally convey the message in a calm manner. I hope that they should also follow such.
Thank you.
At the end of the day, all of us will be fine. But I know that smile is not. But I leave it here.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable Samson.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker and the August House. My name is Sege Samson, the Youth MP for Kwame North, the Chairperson of Education Committee in this August House. Mr. Speaker, when you look at the motion on the floor today, whether the allowances and the grants that the nurses
Majority Leader,
and the midwives are demanding for are in line with public sector policies? I will say that it is yes. It's in line with public sector policies under the single spine payment agreement.
Honorable member, please kindly lower the microphone. Yes.
Is under this allowances. So we have 4 categories of allowances that public sector workers enjoy. And when you look at all what the nurses are demanding for, have a place in them. So if government has sat at a table and discussed with these nurses and midwives and agree with them that they will grant their demands to them, I don't see the reason why they should hesitate to implement all this. If it is not deserving, if they don't deserve to take it, right at the round table, it should be noted that looking at the work you are doing, you don't deserve this allowance at this time. But government has accepted and promised to deliver on them to them. And failing to do so, I think that is what provoked the nurses. And mostly before nurses or any public sector workers go on strike, they give an ultimatum. Okay, 3 weeks later, we give you 1 month to respond to our challenges. If you do not do that, we will go on strike. Our government agencies are there. They are listening to all this.
Caucus, please.
The authorities are there. The minister is there. The director is there. The president is there. They are listening to all this. But they wait until the nurses go on strike before they try to do something. I think this is what is causing a lot of havoc to us in Ghana. It's not about the employees. It is about the government. The government is not responding to challenges of employees immediately. I'm sure before they go on strike, an ultimatum was given for which the government failed to meet. I think the government should be on their feet. And we always pretend in this country.
Honorable Robert.
We always pretend in this country to detach
Minority
politics
Caucus,
from
please.
issues. It can never be.
Please.
It can never be. The NDC also, in their estimation, it is the NPP who implemented those policies, who accepted it. And they are raising issues that the NPP are fully aware of the economic woes before they accepted those allowances. That's why they hesitated. I've listened to several of discussions. They hesitated and even claimed that it is the NPP who instigates the strike. So it is not the free will of nurses to demand for those things. So we can't detach politics from this. We cannot detach politics from this. Now the NPP are also blaming that the NDC government should grant the allowances to the nurses. So we can't detach politics from this. So Mr. Speaker, government should be on their toes. Anytime nurses raise a concern, they should address it quickly so that they will not go on strike. Otherwise, we will suffer. So the fault is from government, Mr. Speaker. The fault is from the government.
Thank you very much. A massive submission from Honorable Samson. Majority Leader.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, once again.
Before you come in, Minority Caucus, please, you are to pay attention. Otherwise, if you are not paying attention and someone says something, you come back and be drawing us back. Please, I will not allow, please. So please, kindly pay attention so that whatever they are saying, then you know the type of question to ask. So, especially Honorable Robert, thank you very much. So be guided.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for putting the Minority Caucus, the entire Minority Caucus on their toes and asking them what is expected to do. It's just a friendly match today. Thank you. Mr. Speaker, once again, I will state that there are some sectors in these countries that we are not supposed to play politics with. If not, tomorrow you will not know, either you will be in the same position or situation.
Exactly.
I've made a statement earlier. I'm sure my honorable member wasn't around. I might be the one in the sick bed then when nurses were going on strike. They will not ask me which political party do you belong to, give me your party card before they will attend to you, or they will not attend to you. For an honorable member saying some things, we cannot detach politics to it, as it sounds to me like we are playing. Frankly speaking, we are not taking our lives very seriously. Mr. Speaker, imagine he's having his father or mother, Sebi, excuse me to say, his father in the sick bed there. Will he make the same comment that he is making right now? That's a food for thought. Will he make the same statement that politics can never be detached from healthcare delivery? We all know that all stakeholders have their absolutely role to play in whatever allowances the nurses are actually asking for. Fair enough, it's a cogent statement to make that government has a role to play. But let's come back to the discussion table and state that before anything, you pay according to ranks. It's not now that you come. Probably you say that, okay, now we are asking for these conditions of service. We are asking for these conditions of service because it's in line with the public sector policy. No, I think it's a whole discussion that we should have as a country. As a country, government is pretending to pay, and citizens are also pretending to work. And that's where we find ourselves now. And if you actually want to justify the payment that some people receive in this country, I'm sure they've not even merit that amount to be received at the end of the month. So, Mr. Speaker, it's a holistic discussion that we should have, that government, this is your role to play. These people have implemented it. Looking at our coffers at this time, do we have that financial capacity to implement all these allowances? If no, where should we start from? Apart from all about 6 or 7, if I'm not mistaken, all the allowances, can we start implementing 2? Can we implement the next at the mid-year budget review?
In conclusion,
How many should we implement? It shouldn't be that because NDC is in power, or because it's during MPP's time that they've actually agreed on this number of allowances. So when government, the change of government, they should make excuses that they are not the one that actually approve these allowances. Mr. Speaker, let's take our life seriously. Things like education sector, we are not to play politics with it, because when going to education, when you want to seek education, they will not ask you, are you an NDC person, are you an NDP? We all sit in the same classroom, and then the same lecturer teaches us. So I see no reason why we should be playing politics where we know
very
that
much, leader.
NDC or this person is supposed to play this role. Let's all come back. Fine, it might be a very important allowances, but how do we implement it? We might not have the 2 billion to give to these nurses or to cater for these allowances. Can we spread it 2 years? Can we spread it between 2 years? This should be a discussion that government should have with these people. Mr. Speaker, I thank you. So when they are making a statement, they should be mindful that healthcare delivery is not something that they will ask for political affiliation.
Thank you very much, Honorable Robert. The minority, I can see today, they are on fire.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity. The name is Robert Fion, MP for Akatsi constituency. Mr. Speaker, I will plead that you also give me that laxity to make all my
You
points known.
mentioned micro minority. When they mention it to you, don't comment.
Who mentioned?
You.
Me?
Yes.
Oh.
I heard you. Who mentioned it?
Please, I beg you.
Who mentioned
Don't
it?
just be attaching names. Right Honorable Speaker, with all due respect, don't be attaching names to claims that you have no idea about.
Thank you. Continue.
Right Honorable Speaker, this issue or our debate for the day is a very vital and an important issue that we have to look at very well. And thank the majority leader very well for saying that we are not supposed to play politics with certain institutions in this country. First of all, I agree with my brother saying that yes, it's in line that when conditions of service in this country are not well for certain group of people, they are supposed to advocate for that to be done. But first of all, before I will start with my argument, I want us to look at the economic nature of our country, which was well stated by the president when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama when he assumed power. He let us know that looking at our public debt, looking at various issues with our enterprises, which is making our domestic production not attractive for investors, foreign investors to actually invest in. None of our things in this country was attractive. So he made it known that a lot of work need to be done, a lot of sacrifices need to be done. And not only that, they, the leaders, took it upon themselves to do a lot of sacrifices that I will be making mention of. The first one is that government make sure that they limit the number of ministers in order to bring money into the economy so that we can use it to supplement our debt. Government also make a lot of move. I will say verbatim that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama made it clear that he is sacrificing 6 months of his salary for Mahama Care, which is towards the health care. And you see, these are some of the sacrifices that, as leaders, by example, made known to we, the populace of this country, that there is a need for sacrifices to be done before we can alleviate ourselves from this tedious poverty that we find ourselves in. Now, to come back to the claims of the allowances, right, Honorable Speaker, this strike is a political strike, because this agreement was signed with the then government in June, as in May, as my colleague made it known to you. In September, they remake the government aware that they need their hot allowances, but nothing was done about it. In December, all the way to January, nothing was done about these allowances. Fast forward, when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama assumed power, people just connive and condole some kind of strike that is barbaric. Right, Honorable Speaker, looking at the impact and the intensity of this strike having on the lovely people of this country, we can term it barbaric, in a sense that life are not issues to play with. Right, Honorable Speaker, and looking at the instrument of the allowance, it is heartbreaking. All the instruments there, when you look at them, when you read them, they were just like increase this, increase that, increase this, give me dress allowance. Dress allowance, right, Honorable Speaker, that as you go through the 4 wall of nursing training, you are supposed to be given a dress as a profession, or as a yes, as a profession. You are supposed to be given dress. And now, right, Honorable Speaker, our nurses and midwives are now looking for dress allowance before they will go back to work. Right, Honorable Speaker, our nurses and midwives are now looking for an addition or to their salary, a research allowance, before they can take care of people's life, our own mothers and sisters. Right, Honorable Speaker, when we want to look at all the other sectors, teachers, when we want to look at lawyers, that they say, oh, they need dress allowance before they can go to work. Who will teach our children in school for them to become useful? So, right, Honorable Speaker, looking at all the instruments that these people are advocating for, I would say it is unfair. And that is how come they themselves are running away from from what they have to do. Because the minister and then the government call on these nurses and midwives to come on a round table for discussion. But even the head of the perpetrator of this strike was far away. He traveled to Finland. Right, Honorable Speaker? It's not Finland. Yes, but he traveled out of this country. And the reason why I'm saying this strike is political, because when you look at the woman's husband, he's an MPP chairman, right, Honorable Speaker. And there are a lot of news that pop up that this action was being connived with Honorable Afenyomakin in his house before this thing worked. That is why the woman has to travel away. Right, Honorable Speaker, if I were to be the president of the day of this country, looking at the jeopardy, the havoc that these people has caused to our mothers and sisters of this country.
In conclusion,
I will not even let the day break on them, but all of them shall be taken on, and even some of them will be executed, because this is a first degree felony of offense according to the law of this country.
Thank you.
And they are
Thank you
supposed
very
to be
much.
dealt with accordingly. Right, Honorable Speaker, I'm not done. I'll come back again.
Honorable member,
Because
you
there
are
are
making
very-
a wild statement. He says people connived. Can you give us the evidence?
I gave you evidence.
Who and
I'm
who?
telling you that the husband of the woman was an MPP chairman. Hello. For whose constituency? Go online and search. Not Honorable Speaker. So I am making this not just because of hearsay, with data. Thank you very much. I'll come back again.
Thank you very much. A massive one from Deputy Minority Leader. Honorable Vixen.
Thank you, Speaker in the House. My name is Victor Brysalom, Youth MP for 2H City. Simply means halfway because
Please.
it has 2H.
Please come again, please. Please come again, please. Is that the name of your
Of course.
constituency?
Yes.
We don't have
Halfway.
2H in the book.
The halfway itself, we have 2H.
Yes, we know, but nobody knows Hokwe has 2H.
Okay, then I'm telling the House. Thank you very much.
For a record sake.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
Constituency.
when I mentioned 2H.
2H City. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. When I rose up earlier on, I made a statement that let's discuss this issue dispassionately. But look as if the other side of the House want to drag, because it would have been very calm, but they want to take my calmness for granted. But fast forward, you see, Honorable Robert Fiaonu made a statement that this strike is a political strike. I just want to put it to him, just as a scenario.
Okay.
If he were to be the nurses president and you are lead an association of which your members, their condition of service is very poor, and you as a leader leading them, now you go to the minister every day, assures you, oh, you have my trust, right? When the budget,
Honorable Robert, resume your
read,
seat.
no, it's
Resume
a
your
statement that
seat.
you made, and I'm responding to you. And every day I come to you. Please, will you pay attention?
Honorable Robert, please. But I didn't permit you to stand up.
So he being a president leading an organization or an association, a member and his members' condition of service is very poor, and he is supposed to spearhead that to make sure that their members are being given what is due them. And now you go there and go and come and tell your members that the minister said, "Oh, trust me, when the budget is read, what you are requesting will find itself in the budget." Now you come and tell us, not twice, not thrice, 5 times. Then you tell me this is a political orchestration. You see, you can play with any other thing, but when you are sick, you can't play with that. Of course, the people are telling you that it's not all the things that we are talking about that you say you should implement. At least implement 2, so that you know that, of course, you are committed to implementing the rest of it. That one too, it has been a problem as well. Now, the supposed minister, who is the health minister, well, he is taking all his allowance, fuel allowance, body, everything. Then someone who is risking his or her life. Sometimes the community that they post these people to, they have to cross rivers and co. And you are here telling me, well, sometimes I will not blame you too much because until he finds himself in that field, you understand what it means that what these people are requesting is very, very important as well. Then he made another, I don't know how to say it, issue that I wasn't expecting for me to say that because the wife or the husband of the president is an MEP chairman. It's neither here nor there. That's belated. Because like I just sent an example to you, you are in an association. Your members are crying out, including he himself. What is better than you going to fight for your members as well? So sometimes he find it very convenient. And I think his leaders also complimenting him that if he were to be the president, they would have sacked all those people. It doesn't work like that. It's not an appointment that you've given them. You can't sack them. And perhaps he calling for the retirees to come back. That was the most laughable thing to be done. Does he know the living condition of the retirees before you are calling them back to do so? So this is an insult to the next in fraternity as well. So I was expecting he should rise below that petty politics, and he should understand that we are here for serious business, not to checking out anybody over here. And I hope that after they've listened to my condition, they'll reorganize themselves and come proper.
Honorable, please kindly withdraw that word.
That
Serious. You said they are not serious.
I didn't say so.
I'm hearing you.
I didn't say they are not serious.
You said they should devoid from that. Yeah. You said something.
Say that petty politics and go back and reorganize themselves and come back. That's what I said.
No, you said
So
something.
what did I say?
Serious, yeah. Yes.
What did I say? Tell me what I said. What did I say? When the petty politics
after that he said something.
So what did I say?
Yeah.
Of course.
Exactly.
No. No.
Okay.
Because I'm parliamentary. You have engaged in petty politics. Because when I rose up, I told you that let's discuss this issue dispassionately, and I've given a scenario. So what is did that I've said that I have to withdraw, unless of course you understand the meaning of petty politics. So go and reorganize yourself, get an orientation very well before you come back.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Honorable Blaise.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and the House. My name is Donovan McBlair, Youth MP for Southern Constituency. Mr. Speaker, honorable members have made good submissions on the subject matter on floor. And as stated, let me take it from the majority leader's speech, that this particular issue shouldn't be political, and it is true. I don't know how I feel when I see these kind of issues. I see it in two ways. One, the first way, it is needed. But two, you, the person that is involved, you also think about the havoc or the harm it will cause. Because in this particular instance, you left somebody's life at stake and you are home that you are on strike. That person is dead. When you are paid your allowance or whatever is due you, will the person come back to life? No. You've ruined somebody's future, somebody's life. So, in that particular instance, even though they are on the right path of demanding their conditions of service or whatever they are due as public servants, they should also consider some things. Yes, you are in negotiation with government. A previous government, the negotiation started with a previous government. The exchange of government, they also have to look into things. Even though if they made promises to you, some particular aspects of life like health conditions shouldn't be put on a jeopardy like that. Whoever's life you've reigned today, you've just reigned it in vain. Whenever your money is paid to you, that doesn't change the situation. So we as youth, when you see these kind of issues, let's try to speak to the facts. Let's avoid political interference in this. Let's speak to the facts. The nurses are on their right of demanding their conditions of service. But let's also look at the facts that they are ruining people's family, people's future. At that particular instance, they are demanding their conditions of service. Your conditions of service are there. Yes, government will surely what? Attend to you. They will surely attend to you when the time is due. It's a negotiation. You come on a round table. You come, you discuss however you go about it. But you going on the strike on this particular subject matter, me as a youth and concerned citizen of this nation, feel it not right for them to go ruining people's life on sick beds and all other conditions, for them to just sit at home demanding for government to pay them their due allowances. So in these situations, we as youth to try to speak to the facts rather than doing the politics. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's 1-1. Honorable Elsie.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker of this August House. Before I make my statement, Honorable Samson, I would like to put a scenario before you.
Honorable Bless, Robert, and Wonder.
Honorable Robert, sorry. I'd like to put a scenario before you. Assuming your spouse being a health worker, a nurse or a midwife, and then every day she goes to the hospital, being exposed to all kind of infections, and then she comes back to the house, being infected. Are you at risk or you are not at risk? It's a rhetorical question, though. Are you at you will definitely be at risk. And then on the other hand,
Honorable Robert.
on the other hand, one of the allowances the nurses are really demanding for is free healthcare service for health workers. You don't expect me, a nurse, to work in the hospital being exposed to all kind of infections, and then at the end of the month, the petty allowance or salary I'm receiving, I'm supposed to spend it on what the people I'm being treated. Is being unfair. Seriously, this has been unfair to humanity because because you don't expect me. And don't forget,
Honorable Vixen.
once I am being infected, my family, my direct family is also exposed. So sometimes we should stop politicizing everything and put real facts in front of us. Because once I am exposed to this, my family is directly exposed to it, and the people around my family too are in danger. So we are talking about not just a life at stake, but a whole community at stake. So sometimes we should devoid of politics and speak real facts. You see, so sometimes you shouldn't just speak one side before you even make a statement. Look around it. Sometimes we just speak looking at the few disadvantages and then clarifying that it is ambiguous. You can't say that what the nurses are demanding for is barbaric. If you were to be in their positions, you wouldn't make that statement that it is barbaric because they are in that condition and they know how it feels. So it's high time we stop politicizing everything. So I'll lend to you the other minutes to my other colleagues to finish up.
Thank you very much. But before that, please, we didn't agree on that. So even we didn't make any agreement whether we will give a minute to an.
Thank you very much. I
Yes.
think with the practices
please,
and
wait.
the conventions.
Honorable, please resume your seat, please. Resume your seat. I will address that, please. He's our leader, so we should allow him, please. He's our leader, please. He's the leader of the house, please. Please, let's listen to him. I'll give you the opportunity to talk. Honorable, please resume your seat. Yes, but resume your seat. You are the minority leader, he's the majority leader. Yes. He's ahead of you, please. He's ahead of you, please. Resume your seat. Honorable Wonder, kindly resume your seat. Kindly resume your seat. I will attend to him. Listen to me, please. Honorable Wonder, kindly resume your seat. Honorable Magbless. Honorable Magbless. Honorable Wonder, please resume your seat. Kindly resume your seat. Yes, I get you. Resume your seat first. Resume your seat. Please resume your seat. Honorable Wonder, I will not accept any submission from you. Honorable Wonder, I will not receive any submission from you. Please. Honorable Wonder, please. Whatever you are saying, please. Please resume your seat. Resume your seat. Resume your seat. Please. Is he? Please.
Is agreement reached?
Can you resume your seat? We solve that. Resume your seat, then we continue.
You need to be heard inside, but you don't want to hear me.
Yes. I gave you the order to sit. You have to sit first. Two people cannot be on their feet. Honorable member, two people, no, not like that. Two people cannot be on their feet at the same time. And I said, resume your seat, then I will attend to that, please.
You can't dictate to the speaker.
So all of us
Resume your seat.
Oh. But you can't command me to tell someone to sit. Please.
Sit down. You're not the
Yes.
speaker. Sit down.
Yes, so I said resume your seat, then we take it from there, please.
So am I
We call ourselves honorable members.
I'm not going to resume alone, or he's also supposed to resume.
Honorable minority leader, please stop the heckling, please.
English is a problem.
See, if I sit down, I know
Yes.
you are from that caucus. If I sit down, you allow me to speak, I will also come back. Thank you.
Oh.
Majority leader, please, you have just a second. Yes, just a second.
Mr. Speaker,
Because
before you are done, Speaker, I'm sure that a second is gone.
we have to even agree on that before we start the debate.
Mr. Speaker, taking inspiration from our previous structures that we have, I think probably the Minority Caucus. Before then, let me state this fact. The minority leader stated earlier on that he is the leader of this house. He should state that he is the leader of the Minority Caucus. No.
Order in the house.
Anyway,
Order in the house.
That's fine. That's
Order
fine.
in the house.
Another statement that you've made is you blessed me with this seat.
Oh yes.
It's the same attitude. You not being able to use some kind of
majority leader, please, let's
strategies
do
or
this.
tactics to sway or command or persuade
Majority leader, please.
the speaker on certain matters. That's how come probably you are the minority side today. You took your colleagues
Thank you
with this
very
same
much.
attitude to the minority side. So, Mr. Speaker, quick one to the substantive issue. Mr. Speaker, yes, what our honorable member said pertaining to this, among all the allowances, I see this one as the most important thing that they should even be championing as one of their topmost priority. Because I once asked one nursing student, she was then doing, is this her service or attachments one of clinicals there, and she said she's not feeling well and she would have to pay. And I say, but why don't they have any allowance or any privileges for you people at probably nurses? And she said no. Even me, that I did my service at ECG, if I'm sick, I have to take medical form, go to the hospital. After that, I have to go submit it for claims. But yeah, why don't they have same structures? I think these are some of the allowances
In conclusion,
that they should be championing, and I think it's best that they should champion that allowance. And
thank you
and
very
I think
much.
that it's
leader.
in line with their conditions of service that they should, because it's actually one place that I don't like going at all. I hate that place with passion. So, Mr. Speaker,
Thank you very much.
I thank you.
Before you come in, minority leader, please, do we agree on giving minute to other members? Do we agree on that? Do we please? I didn't call you. Please resume your seat.
I'm requesting whether I come on board.
Yes, I'm giving an information, please.
Okay.
So I'm asking, do we agree on we giving a minute to? Yes, so I want us to come into an agreement, please. I want us to come into an agreement. Yes, but I didn't call you. You wait for me to call you. Please, please, please. We are honorable members. So please, let's. Yes. So, Honorable Wonder, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. The House for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, yes, as has been the norm, okay, it will be purposeful. From the onset of the debate, this rule should be set, okay, for record purposes. So I believe that I can see Majority Leader opening the order, standing orders. Yes, sir. So it will be prudent that the rule should be set clear so that we will not violate any proceedings as far as the session is concerned. Thank you. So we can continue from there.
Thank you very much.
5 minutes for a member.
Okay.
Or if the member is not able to finish with the whole 5 minutes, he can yield a minute or two as they may be agreeing upon to another member. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Honorable Robert, I didn't call you.
Have you yielded?
Please, it's 1-1.
You have yielded.
He didn't.
Not called you. Please.
Oh, okay. No. Yes, you see, we have to set the rule. We have to set the rule first. Yes, I know, but we didn't agree on it. He said no, but we didn't agree on it, so we have to. Yes, I know. Please. I know it's a norm. But we can't just come here and not agreeing on the thing. Then we just start. No, our last sitting or two. Our last sitting, we came into conclusion that okay, let's take 5 minutes. Yes, I know it's a norm. But we have to agree on it. Okay, we have to agree on it before. You can't just stand up and just be okay. Honorable member, resume your seat. Resume your seat. You see, our last two sittings, this issue broke up. And we came into agreement that, okay, if one person speaks for 5 minutes and he didn't finish, he will yield his time to another person. Yes, but you cannot say, you see, honorable members, order in the house. Honorable Bless, resume your seat. Order in the house. 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 Honorable, you have the floor.
Today is your birthday.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker in the House. Should I talk about a substantive matter?
Please.
Yes, so let me take 30 seconds on what you are debating.
You are the leader of the house. The final say lands with you. It starts and ends with you. So if you have started something, the right thing is that it continues like that. So that was where he was coming from. So you should just have let us go on with whatever it was that we should yield the minutes as it is.
Yes,
Then we bury it.
I'm not against
So
that.
if you still come, Mr. Speaker, if you still come to ask us, you are prolonging the issue. Your final say is the final say. You pass verdict on it, we move on, and we will have success.
Exactly.
So to
Exactly.
go on with this matter of the nurses and things, please let's be fair with ourselves. Let's be practical, and let's not be hypocrites. The vice president of this country was sick. Where was he transferred to? It was a health practitioner that has to look after her. She was first admitted at the UG hospital and later on transferred to the US or UK, if I'm not mistaken. It is a health practitioner that has to do that. We were in this country when we heard the news about the allowances, the dress allowances of SIC boss or Senate boss. Is she better than any ordinary worker in the public sector? That the nurses don't have the right to ask for such allowances. Now, I believe the government of the day was so much focused on the political aspect of the matter that they lose foresight of how to handle this with wisdom. Because President Mahama came to office, and I think there was a looming strike from the workers' union, where their salary or condition of service was even increased to 23% thereabout. But he went in there to have a negotiation with them, and they accepted 10%. It was illogical at the first place. But when they felt his commitment to the issue, they knew that they have to put human face to it. Let's not treat these nurses as if they are nothing. They hold our life. If something should happen immediately right now, it is them that will see to us. Now, we are blaming the nurse for holding citizens at ransom, forgetting those who employ them. The government of the day, whether the implementation is yours to do or not, you have the responsibility to protect the health of every citizen. And whatever step you have to take, you must take. You cannot sit down and think that they should always be coming to the negotiation table without implementation. What happens to doing part of it and telling them that, okay, guys, you know what is happening in the economy, just like you did in the previous workers' scenario. Why won't you pay at least 1 month of these services that they are demanding for, and now go to the negotiation table that the economy is hard, I am trying to face it. Therefore, the first month I have paid you, it is to tell you that I am committed to implementing it. Therefore, in the coming days, he didn't let them know. These people were not paid. If they were paid, they wouldn't have gone ahead to do that. We are taking things for granted in this country.
Order in the house.
It is very unfortunate that the political divide thinks that the ordinary Ghanaian or the ordinary worker does not deserve what they take. My President Mahama, His Excellency, said he will sacrifice 6 months of his allowances. Somebody asked, how is he going to survive? Is he not on these allowances? He sacrificed his salary. Is he not on these allowances that he is going to survive? We know in this country that he does not depend on the salary alone. Let's be factual with these things. The nurses' claim are right. If the government of the day takes citizens seriously in this country, I'm not talking about politics, but if any government at all is serious about the healthcare sector, we should be able to not jeopardize with these people. They are frontliners, just like my honorable member said. If you put yourself in their shoes, common health insurance, I have to pay as a health practitioner. For what reason? In this country, and I am the one giving health to people. For what reason exactly? Now, promise is a promise. We believe that governance is continuous. The NDC or this current administration has been a champion of that message. If your predecessor has done something, what is the best thing to do? They have moved away from the negotiation table. They have moved it. The thing right now is implementation. If you are finding it difficult to implement, at least show commitment. Show commitment by paying at least 1 or 2 months to these people to tell them that, hey, I will do it progressively. But for you to sit down and think that the ordinary Ghanaian's health does not matter is alarming. We must take certain things serious in this country. It is very, very unfortunate that people have to lose their life and we are only holding the nurses to ransom, not the government.
In conclusion,
Mr. Speaker, let it be recorded that some people died because of this strike. And let not put the blame at the doorsteps of the nurses only. The government of the day must take the blame as well. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. A massive one. Honorable Cyril, I think you've not spoken.
This guy's confused. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, in the guest house. My name is Cyril Kekeliamevo, an interim LP. Mr.
Order in the house.
Looking at the matter on floor, to me, if they ask me my view on it, I would say at least the president should be able to, or the government should be able to take at least 2 out of the demand that they are making, which is about them paying their hospital bill themselves, at least so that they can see that there's a step in the right direction for them towards also, so that they can now go back to the table to look at the dress allowance and all those things. So that it will not be like we just push them aside and tell them that when they go back, you call the retirees back to come and work. What is the state of the retirees? Are they healthy? Are they abreast with the recent technologies at the hospital? And they can able to take care of the patients that are at the hospital currently. So if it's left to me, I think they should go back to a table and look at the decision that they've taken to rectify it and try at least their best to at least pay some and now bring them back to a table to discuss the rest. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're still having time, so
Please,
Honorable Vixen can hear.
So thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. My name is Victim Brycello, MP for Hall constituency. Mr. Speaker, so the matter in hand. So what I want to say is that, like I said, let's discuss this issue dispassionately. My problem is that what Honorable Edward said, these people put their lives. What was the name? COVID-19. When COVID-19 came, they were the essential service providers. Now ask yourself, if you should expose us to the COVID-19 when you come home, that thing is very deadly. I think one of the requests is that the government should absorb their hospital bills. I think that's the most simplest thing to do as well. But for the minister to come and tell us that it is 2 billion to take off the economy off track, I don't know what he was saying there, but I think let's solve the issue once and for all. Because if we don't solve it now, when the government comes to power, this shouldn't happen. But my difficulty is that someone has negotiated something down for you. Now, even if you are meeting the nurses, I think that you've met them for 5 times. But at least when they ask you, you said it to find its way into the budget. And mind you, these nurses I think they are, if not for anything, I think they are the largest in Ghana as well. So let's not take them for granted. Even when the vice president, like you said, the vice president got sick, they have to go out of the country to go and see medical health care and come back. If we're a serious country, as he said, like we would have invested in this country so that at least only deadly disease that maybe Ghana would are unable to treat. So, Mr. Speaker, I will expect that those who will talk after me should also be passionate and discuss this dispassionately. They shouldn't involve themselves in.
In conclusion, thank you, Honorable Member. I think you are short of words, so
I'm not short. If you give me time, I'll talk.
Honorable Wonder. He's a leader, so he has to.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, the House, for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, in as much as we are dissecting the issue in devoid of partisan politics,
yeah,
I believe in one thing. There are certain things that we shouldn't politicize with. 1, health. 2, education. 3, energy. 4, agri. So we are not pushing the matter in line with politics. But my issue here is that this collective agreement as part of their conditions of service, that they reached such agreement way back in May 2024. When this agreement was not implemented, they did not trigger a strike action. What happened? They didn't trigger a strike action. If you are saying you shouldn't push this in the line of politics, what happened? This negotiation that they reached in May 2024 met two substantive budgets. Mid-year budget review 2024, mini budget 1st January 31st March 2025.
Minority Caucus.
Find its way in these two respective
Minority
budgets.
Caucus.
But yes, they did not
Honorable member,
go
please.
on strike.
A quick one. Minority Caucus, please. Your leader is on his feet.
Mr. Speaker, he's talking. We are not distracted.
You are.
So we can't have tete-a-tete. Bring the point. Oh, Mr.
Honorable Bless, please. Honorable Bless. Honorable Bless. Your leader is on his feet arguing. You are now heckling at the back and you not listening.
We are not distracting the business of the house.
Honorable members, please. Honorable Robert. Honorable Robert. Please. Please listen to me. Please listen to me. Please listen to me. Your leader is on his feet. You are to pay attention. You have to pay attention. You are having a discussion there, and I will not allow that. Please, I will not allow that. Honorable Bless, I will not allow that. Honorable Bless, exclude the house for 1 minute. Honorable Bless, exclude the house for 1 minute. Honorable McBless, kindly exclude the house for 1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Leader, continue.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, let it be on record. Let it be on record that Mr. Speaker, let it be on record that this to and fro, forth and back, has taken away 3 minutes of my time.
Yes, I'll give you time. You
of my time.
Continue. Honorable Vixen, please, let's make a progress.
This has been granted by you.
Yes, so continue.
Thank you very much. So, Mr. Speaker, this condition of service negotiation met two substantive budgets, two budget statement and economic policy for government, but it couldn't find its way in it. But yes, no strike action was triggered. Why, Mr. Speaker? Why? In line with their own Labor Act 2023, Labor Act 2023, Section 161, 162, 163, make it emphatic that as essential service providers, when you are reaching agreement with your employer, you don't have the effrontery or whatsoever it takes to go on strike because you handle people's human beings' life. So you can see two things here. You are calling for hot GU, but in as much as you are calling for hot GU, people's life at risk. And your Labor Act is saying that as a essential service provider, you're supposed not to engage in that particular path or trajectory. We're all in this country. What they are asking for, way back in 2020, when COVID struck, haven't they paid them frontliners allowance or whatsoever? They pay them. We pay them. They enjoy it.
Honorable Vixen, please.
Now, the government is saying that today, we are in hard time. Things are not fine. Things are not better with the economy. So, in as much as you strike a deal with the past government, and coercively you want us to implement it, we don't have a budget to implement that. You see, in fact,
in conclusion,
In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, it's not even captured in the budget. So how can you spend outside budget? Who does that? How can that be possible? It has not been catered for in the budget. So it cannot be, you can't make expense or expenditure outside the budget. It's never done. So, Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, we believe that nurses or whosoever public sector worker deserve certain remuneration, certain honorariums, certain emoluments. Perfect. We are not against that. But the asking of licensure allowance, funeral allowance, and whatsoever. What of me, civil engineer, when I come on board that, they should also issue my.
In conclusion, Honorable Vixen, please.
When I come on board, that they should also renew my allowance, my license for me. When I come on board, that they should my clothes, you have to pay for it. When all professional bodies across the country are saying that their licenses, their dress, their whatsoever should be catered for them.
Thank you,
can we
Minority
contain it
Leader.
as a country going through this dire economic situation?
Thank
we
you,
cannot.
Minority Leader.
Thank you.
Honorable Elsie, you have the floor.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. So to lay corrections or to lay some foundations, the Honorable, on the other hand, said, why is it that the nurses couldn't go on strike during the previous government? I'd want to inform him. I think sometimes before we make statements, we should do some kind of investigations and reasons why things were not done. So I would like to tell you that the reason why some of these things or those actions were not taken, legal actions had to come in place, which has to be sent to the law court for proper jurisdiction. So that had delayed the proceedings or the procedures. And don't forget, government is continuous. The fact that a previous government said something shouldn't mean that it was a promise, and all those things were documented. So I shouldn't, if I'm a nurse and I said I documented this for you, that doesn't mean they're following up or the person coming after me shouldn't continue with the care I am giving you. We don't do that. So I think the government shouldn't also play with our lives, because I don't play with the life of my clients. So I would like to yield the remaining time to the Honorable here.
Thank you very much, Honorable Elsie. Are you a nurse?
Thank you very much.
That's why. That is why.
Thank you very much, the Right Honorable Speaker in the House. I think that, in fact, permit me to start my submission by stating that what is good for the goose is good for the gander. And so the motion before us is a very dicey one. And so I'm going to be speaking on two stands. Now, the first one has to do with my soft spot for the nurses. Whether or not what they are doing is in line with public sector policy or whatsoever not. Now, every Ghanaian has right to work. And you don't just have right to work, you have right to be paid for your services. And if you find out at any point in time that your reward for the services that you provide are not being met according to your expectation, in other words, you think that the government could have done better, you have means by which you can communicate that. And I think that the nurses have done that. They have gone into lobbying, they've gone into, to negotiate some of these things until an agreement was reached, signed and everything, and awaiting implementation. Now, the only thing is, this government has come and they are not seeing the implementation of that. That is why they went on strike. I don't see any reason why we should sit here and blame nurses for people who are dying in hospitals, people who are losing their babies because nurses are on strike. I don't see the essence of blaming nurses because, mind you, private hospitals were working. You chose to go to the government hospitals with your pregnancy. And so when you lose your child, you don't blame the nurses. You have to blame the source of the problem, which is the government. You cannot be blaming the nurses. So that is one for me. And Mr. Speaker, when you look at the allowances that these nurses are requesting for, part of it is professional development allowance. And when you look at public sector policy reforms, when you read it carefully and you look at the main thing that runs through all of them is to provide quality service. If you want me to provide quality service, then it means I need to develop. If I have to develop, I need to develop to be able to bring more quality services to the table, right? And so if I need some allowance to be able to get that done, then that should be granted. It shouldn't be a problem, right? So that also is one of the reasons for which the nurses are right on what they are doing, in my opinion. And Mr. Speaker, when you also look at it on the other hand, now speaking for the government, I think that, Mr. Speaker, the nurses have to be considerate. Yes, what they are doing is fine, it's fantastic, but they have to be considerate. When you look at, I was reading a story published by Ghana Web on 13th of July, of this June, sorry, and it tells me that when you look at all the allowances that these people are requesting for, it's about 4.1 billion Ghana cedis, which when you compare to the 2022 budget, entire budget for the health sector is 2.8 billion. And so you can see that the allowances they are requesting alone is more than an entire budget for a health, the sector in the fiscal year. You get my point. And so I think that the nurses at this point have to be considerate in what they are doing. And the government finally. In conclusion, so I am concluding now. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am concluding. And by concluding, I like to state that nurses be considerate. Government also be responsible. You look at the statement made by the health minister deputy, saying that because of the strike, retired nurses should intervene. What kind of reckless comment is that? So I think that the government has to be up and doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Honorable Robert.
Right Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for the opportunity. The name is Robert Fiaonu, MP for Krachi's constituency. Yes. Right Honorable Speaker.
No, 222. I'll take 222 from you.
Right Honorable Speaker, it has been said that even the health minister, Kobna Mintao, said that he is not avoiding the payment of the allowance. They are not saying they will not pay. But like the honorable member from the other side rightly said that, looking at the money that they are requesting for, you see, when you actually study what goes into economism, you will understand what these men are saying. That the money that they are requesting for, it is close to a whole sector allocation. Right, Honorable Speaker, it is close to it, bigger. Meanwhile, that was not catered for when probably 2 or 3 mini budget was read. Now, we can't just go, just because of situation, we'll just go and dip our hands into a money that has already been budgeted for, just because of you are an essential service provider. We should just go and dip our hands and give it to you. Who does that, Mr. Speaker? So we are all human beings. They said, oh, come, let us have a conclave. Let us have a round table meeting. We know that you need this, you need that, you need that, you need this. Come and like I said earlier, some of the instruments in the allowance are not valid. Right, Honorable Speaker? Some of the instruments are not valid.
Items.
Yes, that is what I mean. Are not valid. Looking for dress allowance. Right, Honorable Speaker? Dress allowance. Meanwhile, already you are wearing one of the dress. So why not? Because most of what I'm saying is that most of the leadership has shown commitment, sacrifice, and it has been made known publicly that looking at the debt that we've inherited, looking at the economic crisis, that when you want to buy 1 tuber of yam today, the price is high. We are all experiencing it. Now, we have to consider, we have to ensure balance in the sectors. So we can't just shift the ball to one sector and leave in one sector. So we have to ensure balance. So now, be a little bit considerate. We are not saying whatever you are claiming for is not legit, it's legit. But be a little bit considerate and have patient that going to next year we will pay those allowances. Honorable Okoboy was the regional minister when this health minister when this issue was raised. The finance minister was also there when this all these things were leveled. Where are they now? Were they not there from May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December? Meanwhile, they requested in the statement that they only give 1 month for that statement to be looked at. But almost about 6 months, nothing was done, and there was nothing like a strike, right, Honorable Speaker? Why suddenly 2025, Mahama came to power, then you went and ambushed for a strike? And to the detriment of our lovely people's health. You kill a lot of people, and like I said earlier, this is the first degree felony of offense. When we are rating all the offenses in
conclusion,
law, right, Honorable Speaker, in conclusion, when we are rating all the offenses in law, we have first degree felony, we have second degree, and we have what we call misdemeanor. An attempt to murder or to murder in the act, it is called first degree felony, and you are supposed to be executed. What has happened? The strike that they've ambushed government with has killed a lot of people, and they have to be treated as such. You see, like I said, I'm not saying they are not legit with their allowance, but they should be considerate. They should also care that we are all human beings, and those coming to the hospital are not stones, they are not trees. They are their own mothers and sisters. So they should at least attend to them. Like Right Honorable said that, and I quote, there is a saying that when you see a small bird behind a big palm kernel, know that it is because it's having a big anus. You know how you
thank you very much.
You know how
Honorable member.
Thank you very much,
Conclude.
Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much. Honorable Vixen. After Honorable Vixen, I'll take
Thank you very much.
submission. Then I think
my name is Agbaxode, Youth MP. Mr. Speaker, before I proceed, let me say this thing. Say, if a thief kisses you, you should be ready to count your teeth after he leaves.
In your mouth.
That's what he's engaging in. Let me equally respond to Honorable. Let me refer to Honorable. You are not paying attention. Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, let me respond to Honorable Wonder what he said. You see, once again, I will not blame them because he is not in the nursing profession. If he were to be there, he would have understood what is going on over there. You can't tell me that if nurses are requesting for allowance and uniform allowance and everybody will come. No. There's a reason why nurses are essential service providers. You are a civil engineer. If you go on strike, even for a whole month, nobody dies. But let a nurse go for a strike.
Honorable Robert.
Please, I know people in suits are very calm, cool, and collected. So please behave as such. Black suit.
We are honorable members, please.
So
let's behave as such.
Mr. Speaker, so when we are debating, let's put the argument in the proper context. Don't go outside the box. The issue about the nurses is that so, for instance, the minister, if you count some of his allowances, he has wardrobe allowance. We are not asking for wardrobe allowance, so just a dress allowance, and you are making it as if heaven should break loose. Once again, you see, it's asking why is it that they didn't go on strike in the elsewhere administration. You see, what they forgot to understand is that they sat these people down, they brought them to a negotiating table. Unfortunately, they've lost power. So what they've discussed, since government is being was in a continuity, you have to come, even if not all the things that have to implemented out of 10, at least show some serious or commitment. We have important needs and urgent needs. Get the urgent one, then leave the important one as well. For instance, the research allowance. Someone is asking me now, why do nurses need research allowance for? Most people thought that this research allowance for the diploma nurses. No, it's for the senior nurses as well who are going to study as well. And I believe all the universities also have this research allowance that they use to go and do this research and come back to equally propel wherever they are. So what they fail to understand again is that the issue at hand, they have to discuss it very well, get the proper understanding of it as well. And Mr. Speaker, you see, the point Honorable Robert made again is that the strike, they came to connive. Once again, you see, if you're in an association and you have members, committed members, and their condition of service is very bad, including yours, and you go there and you come out and you tell your members that minister has assured you, having been to the minister for 5 times, and you come and tell members that minister has assured you that what you are requesting will find itself in the budget, and only for us to be told that the budget have been read and we have been ignored. How then do you feel? Unless of course you are a heartless leader. So Mr. Speaker, so what the next are requesting is very cogent, is very in place, unless of course you are not a right thinking man as a person. So Mr. Speaker, this issue about they trying to
Honorable, I think you are too harsh.
no, that is the issue. Because these nurses didn't stand up just yesterday to go to just embark on a strike. They've served you a warning. But the most shocking thing is that I've been to you 5 times, at least. For me, if you ask me, the money allocated for the sanitary part should be given to them. If they really know their priority, health and sanitary part. If someone menstruates, the person will not die. That's what they have to do as well. If they really show commitment, they respect the nurses. And I heard some people saying that nurses are being over pampered. So that's how, if you go to US, is that how the nurses behave? The question to ask themselves is that when they finish over, they go to US and go, because they have proper condition of service over there. So let's situate this argument to proper context and make cogent. I believe all of them over there
Conclusion
are very intellectual honor members, unless otherwise.
In conclusion,
thank you very much.
Honorable Samson.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity granted me. My name is Doche Samson, the Youth MP for Kwame, Afram North. Mr. Speaker, there is an adage that he who is riding a horse doesn't know that the ground is hot. These allowances, when you examine it very well, the nurses deserve it and they should be given. But when they give a notice for a strike action,
Honorable Member, you have been put to order. So let's hear you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and the House. I have in my hands the standing orders of YIP. May I refer you to Standing Order 74. Standing Order 74, and you read the provisions numbered 8. Tells you that no member shall speak more than once to any business before the floor or for debate. There are exceptions. He has not met any of those exceptions. I wonder why, and it's been happening even at my side. I wonder why you kept allowing people speak more than once to this particular issue when we have others like Honorable Constantina still sitting there, all the other honorables sitting back there who have not spoken. Are we relegating this order to the background, Mr. Speaker? This is your order to protect. Thank you.
Honorable Member, please. You are to catch the eye of the speaker, then I'll call you. Okay, if you didn't catch my eye, I can't call you. And you can even catch my eye, but maybe we have 2 people there. Let's say the majority leader is on his feet and a member. I have to take the majority leader first because he's the leader of the house. So maybe because of that, you might think I didn't call you. Yes, I get you. You are right. You are right, though. Yeah, you are right, but okay. Honorable Samson,
please, should I?
Let's hear you.
Okay. So, as I put it, the nurses deserve to take these allowances. So, government should have sit down with them right from the onset to cool their heart so that they will not go on the strike. And we have seen the impact of the strike that they have undertaken. Now,
government needs to be very careful. Anytime it is engaging in what? Collective bargaining with workers, government needs to be very careful. What? Funeral grant. Who is working at the public sector and he or she's relatives doesn't die? Teacher deserve that funeral grant. Accountants deserve it. Bankers deserve it. But government did not grant them that. But government is granting that allowance to nurses. What if we all rise up to demand for that? There will be strike here and there. There will be demonstrations here and there. So government should be very careful in accepting the demands of workers. Otherwise, they will throw They will throw stone into the sky and they head it with their own heads. They should be very, very careful about that. Then also, when we are trying to detach politics from health issues and educational issues, then these ministries or these sectors should be made thoroughly non-partisan. No president should appoint a minister for health. No president should appoint directors for these sectors. There should be a rank. Once you get to that rank, you qualify to go. Government shouldn't intervene at all. But if government appoint minister of health, government appoint the director of Ghana Health Service, we cannot detach politics from this. We are pretending. So when our members get up and they are saying that we shouldn't treat this with politics, no, because these allowances are accepted by the government, by a political party who was ruling, and another one has come. When they serve a notice, it was not obeyed. So definitely we can't detach politics from this. Let's just look at this. The patients, their issue are also so critical. But in as much as we are trying to be patriotic, government should also see to our needs. It's true that they need those allowances, but if government doesn't know, there will be an uproar in this country. When our teachers can rise up, we also need these allowances. Funeral allowance, we need them. Soldiers are given dress, police are given dress, immigration officers are given. Teachers, are we giving? We are not giving. They even send out deprived areas to teach. But teachers don't demand for this. I think government is being so biased. Government is being so biased. They have to go back to the negotiation table and look at all this. Others will welcome a strike and demonstration in this country, which will not be easy. So let's look at all these things. Government is so being biased to us. So I'll put all the blame on government. All the blame is from government. Once you have accepted to do it for them, grant it to them. But to be saying that you replace them with the retired nurses, which I saw some funny videos, they can't operate with a computer. Then you are calling on them. It is a vulgar expression.
In conclusion,
to the nursing fraternity, you can't do that. It is even against the law. I'm very sure the honorable minister did not read the law very, very well. You can never replace them. You can only make that statement, but per the contract of employment, you can never get them off. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. That's a massive submission. I will take two. Oh, honorable. Okay, well noted. Well noted. I'll take two submissions from each side. Then after that, we will take the closing remark from the leaders. Yes. So, Honorable Vixen.
No, they want to speak.
Okay.
Yes, come here first.
Honorable, you have the floor. Yeah. No.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and the Honorable House. I was quite quiet because this is my first time over here.
So I just wanted to observe how things goes. But yes, I must confess that it has been a great discussion so far that I've observed. Me, when I want to tackle this issue, I will not take it in a political lens or any workers. I will take it as if I'm a citizen. That this strike is having effect on me. I will not look at it as if uh, being worker or a politician. No, 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 no. I will take it as if a citizen that I've been to the hospital that there's no nurse or doctor over there to attend to me. And it is very bad. And I think when you have these issues in a country, your economy will be bad, I don't know, your business will be bad because those that are supposed to work for you are sick, that they're supposed to have a treatment from the hospital and recover quick and go back to work. They are there because there's no nurse or doctor over there to treat them. And this is a serious issue. To the government, I think some people are here, they are saying, why is it that they have not been striking the previous administration now that they are on strike? To me, I would say no. Maybe it is a process that because the governance is a continuous process, they are claiming that when this one counts, they're supposed to continue from where they stop. Moreover, looking at the budget that they have just released, that these negotiations are not part of the budget. They have to raise an alarm. So equally, I would say yes, the nurses are right. As much as their demands are, some of them are not making actual sense, they must go to the table and look at it and give them what they deserve. If not all, some.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
In conclusion,
yes, we should go back to the table and work on their negotiation and give them what they deserve. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Honorable Constantina, you have any? Okay. So she didn't talk, so I have to. Yeah. She didn't talk, so. Honorable Elsie.
Yes, I'm sorry. So thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. So to make some corrections again, our opponents are saying that the nursing allowance is ambiguous or is barbaric. The Honorable at the other side said military men, police workers are being provided with uniforms. He should ask himself, are nurses also being provided or they have to sew? And he should ask himself, how much is the cost of just a nursing uniform and how regularly you are supposed to change your uniform and how much you are being paid. So imagine a uniform being sold at 1,500 cedis because our fabric is very expensive. And then you expect me to use my salary that is not even enough for me. As I'm being sick, that I'm not even taking care of my health. I'm using part of that salary to also take care of myself and my family to sew uniforms again. Are you trying to say that the police and the military men are better than us, the nurses? No. So you saying that the nurses are being barbaric or asking for ambiguous salaries or allowances, you are being unfair to us. So I would like to say that, and I would like to end the rest of my
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker in the House. My name is Victim Bryce Youth MP for Hoho Constituency, aka Chue Siri. Mr. Speaker, the one question I want to ask Honorable something is that, as a teacher, do you have a uniform? Do you have a uniform as a profession? So allow those who have uniform to talk. Because, please, wait.
Honorable Vixen, even you should have asked permission from me before you.
No, but he made that statement.
Yes, you should have asked permission from me.
How?
That you want to. Yes. Honorable Samson, please.
That's not it.
Please.
Permission, how? He made a statement and I'm rebutting what he said.
Yes,
so
but you are
permission.
The way you are saying
no,
it.
You are introducing something that is alien to us in this house.
Honorable Vixen, even in Ghana Parliament, they will say with the permission of the speaker.
Hey, right? So we are introducing this new thing that we are not aware about. Mr. Speaker, allow me to finish my point. I'm just asking him, do they have a uniform as a profession? If you don't have, you don't go there. No. Do you have? You don't have. I asked you a question.
Maybe this is they are working. They haven't put the allowance, so they can give them the allowance. If not to work for uniform, we can buy ordinary business and use this ourselves.
Mr. Speaker, Honorable, you are deviating totally.
You are order in the house. Exactly.
No, you just mentioned the military. Mr. Speaker.
Yeah, so
no.
Honorable Sachs.
No, you just mentioned the military, the immigration nurses. You made that point here, and I'm asking you a question.
What they are giving?
Yeah. It's a club. No. There's a difference between
Honorable Samson.
There's a difference between.
Honorable Samson. He's asking you, do you people have a particular uniform or
so if it's not broken, you don't fix it. So you don't have the right. They do that by themselves.
Honorable Samson.
They do that by themselves.
Honorable Samson, you've answered the question. So point of order from. Point of order.
We deserve that. So I'm saying that government should be very careful in
that.
granting of allowances.
Honorable Samson. Honorable Samson, resume your seat.
You see, Mr. Speaker, earlier when I stood up, I said, let's put this issue in proper context. It's as if you are deviated from the issue completely.
Honorable Samson, please. You've
because
answered the question, so keep quiet.
Mr. Speaker, if he's mistaken an organization that due to their own idea was something that difficult, or they buy cloth for themselves, it's not as though government has provided for them as well.
Yeah.
Even in HTU, after you have received your SRC whatever from the SRC, the school also have to give you something because you've paid for it. Do you get the point? Now that's why I'm asking you that your provision, do you have uniform? If no, keep quiet. Allow those to have. I've just told you.
Honorable Samson. Honorable Samson. Honorable Samson.
Keep quiet.
Honorable Samson. Honorable Vixen. You see, so we are debating.
So my
Honorable Vixen, we are debating. So I think you have to put it in the right way.
So what have I done? I said you should keep quiet.
If you are telling him to keep quiet, it's a debate, and
if you hit the
right to comment on
if you hit the gavel, that means that there should be silence in the house. Yes. What is different from him keeping quiet?
Honorable Vixen.
I ask for you to keep quiet.
Honorable Vixen. Honorable Vixen, you can't tell him not to comment on that or not to keep quiet. It's a debate. Okay? Honorable Vixen, it's a debate. So he has the right to, okay? He has the right to.
Mr. Speaker, I'm on the floor. I'm on the floor. Please, will you?
Honorable Bless.
Mr. Speaker, you are telling me to withdraw.
No, I'm not telling you to withdraw. I'm telling you that he has the right.
No,
you are telling him he should keep quiet. No,
I'm saying that you don't have what's the name? You don't have what do you say? You don't have a uniform.
Vixen.
You don't have a uniform as a profession.
Honorable Vixen.
Let me finish my point.
I am not interested in that. You said he should keep quiet, and it's not allowed. No.
You banking the gavel and me say keep quiet. It's the same thing.
You can't tell him.
We should be silent.
You can't tell him to keep quiet, please.
And I've already told him.
Please, you can't tell him to. So if you are also making a statement and someone tell you to keep quiet, will you be happy?
What is the difference?
You also make an argument to counter his own.
Debating me. I'm saying that it doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference if you bank. No,
Honorable Vixen.
If you see, it doesn't make any
Honorable
difference.
Vixen.
Allow me to finish my point. It doesn't make any difference.
Honorable Vixen.
It doesn't make. Let me finish my point. You see, Mr. Speaker, it doesn't make any difference if you bang the gavel. It means that there should be silence in the house. So what is the difference between me saying keep quiet and you banging the gavel? It means that there should be silence in the house.
It's like you are not getting me.
No,
the argument you are making. You said he should keep quiet. And
keep quiet and listen to me.
You don't have that right to say that. Please. Okay. You don't have that right to do that.
Please,
no.
Be silent.
Okay.
What about that one too?
You can't tell him to keep quiet just like that.
You are participating in the debate.
Oh no. I'm just trying to clarify things. You have to make a statement to counter his own.
So that's what I'm making.
But you are commanding him to keep quiet. No.
But do I have the right to command him to keep quiet?
Okay.
Do I have the right?
Okay.
Do I have the right to tell him to keep quiet?
I don't know. So I
But
just
you
said
did it. You did, so I have to correct you. You did
But
it.
he chose to be he chose to keep quiet. I don't mean to making my point. I'm saying that if you don't have a uniform as a profession, just be mute. Allow those who have it, because she just made the point that one uniform
And now-
costs about 1,000.
Yes,
Speaker,
yes.
let me finish my point. 1,005, right? It's part of their condition of service as well. Now, if he is mistaking GRA, cloth, or whatever it is, it's not government that's running for them. It's their own internal arrangement too. That is not their uniform. The GRA, they have their special uniform that they wear. It's going allowance.
Honorable Samson,
of
just
course.
allow him to talk.
Okay, see the crane allowance.
Honorable Vixen, you have been put to order.
The crane allowance only is being given.
Honorable Vixen.
The crane allowance is only being given to the directors.
Honorable Vixen.
No employer in GRA takes crane allowance.
Honorable Vixen, you have been put to order.
By who?
Osman. You have been put to order.
So you shouldn't feature that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it looks like you are turning a blind eye to one side of the house. You see, this is a debate, constructive debate. And when an honorable member is on the floor, we don't have someone interjecting him. Like it looks
Exactly.
like someone is talking, someone is giving. We don't do that in Parliament. We don't do that in Parliament unless it's your turn. Then you bring it out. What if when an honorable member is speaking and then I know what he's saying, like I can interject? We have to wait for him to finish before you make your point. When you are given the opportunity, an honorable member can be sitting here and be making noise that interjection everywhere is distracting the house. It's distracting the flow of the house. Mr. Speaker, please,
Thank you very much.
with your guidance, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Honorable Vixen, conclude for us.
So, Mr. Speaker, they wasted time plus 1 minute, making 3 minutes. Thank you very much. So, Mr. Speaker, what he's saying, he's mistaking that to be. See, if you go to the GRA, it's only the directors that have that right to get that allowance as well. No common from member get that allowance. If you like, you should prove me right. It's only the director that get that wardrobe allowance as well. You don't go there and go and see a technician getting a wardrobe allowance. So allow those who have the right to speak with regards to their current allowance or whatever it is to talk. Because until you find yourself in that situation, you wouldn't be here making those blanket statements.
In conclusion, Honorable Vixen.
So that is an infantile example.
In conclusion,
all the things that they requested for, you went to pick only clothing. Is that the most important thing for you to go? I thought you could have spoke about the government absorbing their what's the name, the fees, the one that they pay when they go to the hospital, or better still, their research allowance. Because without these things, like I said, the research is not for the diploma nurses, it's for the senior nurses that you have to go and improve upon their career and come and teach the young ones as well. So if you are discussing, put these things to the rightful perspective so that all of us, you carry all of us along, not that you lead us astray. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Honorable Robert.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Robert Fiaunu is my name, MP for Akatsi constituency. Right Honorable Speaker, before we started this debate, it was stated categorically clear that we should make constructive debate. I want to say that the claim that the honorable from the other side are making, that an honorable member from this side should keep quiet, all just because he is complaining about teachers. Are teachers not part of this country? Are teachers not stakeholders? Are they not the one? Right,
Honorable, you have been put to order.
Right, Honorable Speaker.
You have been put to order.
Right, Honorable Speaker.
When you look at the motion for today, we are speaking about nurses allowance, not teachers allowance. Mr. Speaker, you see, when you keep going to that tangent, then we end up deviating from the whole motion altogether. Mr. Speaker, please, with your guidance, let us take to today's motion and debate it thoroughly. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, and thank you very much, Honorable Member, for your guidance. Yes. So, Right Honorable Speaker, I am just creating a scenario, but I thank him for that.
Honorable Victim, please.
Even the nurses in person that we are talking about, who make them nurses? In the first place, Right Honorable Speaker, who make them nurses? It is teachers who make them, but let's leave that.
Honorable, you are still making the same argument, please. Honorable, you are still making the same.
Yes, I'm living there. I just make an interjection to that one so that.
So let's go.
Right Honorable Speaker. So, Right Honorable Speaker, all that we are saying is that, in as much as we may say the government is not fair in its dealing, the nurses should also be, like we are repeatedly saying, should be considerate. And Right Honorable Speaker, for me to take you to some data, I will let you know that when on the 13th February, when the nurses call on, were having the intention to call on this strike, the Minister of Health called or made a statement to them that truly, and to be frank, he is not aware of some of these issues, because even that is why it was not captured in the budget. But because he is a humble person and having a listening ear, he has listened to their woes, and that at the right time he will pay attention to all that. But Right Honorable Speaker, even putting that aside, all that with this side of the house, or in my view, is that the government has to play their part, but the nurses also have to have that kind of human instinct, telling them that now that you've caused all the havoc, killing people in other sense, I may put it in that sense, because people die as an impact of their behavior. Now, when they will now pay the allowance, Right Honorable Speaker, will you revive all those people? Are you having the power to bring them back to life? So this is where, as human being with conscience, you have to be considerate that, oh, I'm dealing with life. So let us at least work out something so that at the end we can now table our issues for consensus. Right Honorable Speaker, that not said, I yield.
In conclusion,
I yield my minute. I yield 2 minutes.
Majority Caucus. Majority Caucus, please. Please, let's make a progress. Let's make a progress. Honorable Cyril. No meeting under meeting. No meeting under meeting. Honorable Cyril, resume your seat. Resume your seat. Resume your seat. Honorable Samson. Honorable Elsie, please allow him to speak. After that, you come. Sit down. Yes. Honorable Samson, continue.
Thank you very much for the opportunity you granted me. Mr. Speaker, the claim that the Honourable Minister is not aware of the nurses' allowance is not true, because handing over notes was given to them.
Honorable Cyril.
Everything at the sector, they should be aware of it.
Honorable, just a quick one. Honorable Cyril, please kindly exclude the house for 1 minute. Kindly exclude the house for 1 minute.
Mr. Speaker, you are not being fair. Mr. Speaker, you are not being fair. These people are talking.
He's the one I'm looking at. Honorable Magbless. Honorable Magbless. Well noted. Honorable Magbless. Order in the house. 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 Honorable Mark Bless.
So, Mr. Speaker, I'm continuing.
Order in the house. Honorable Samson.
So they should be aware. So he shouldn't give an excuse that he's not aware of the allowances, because everything was handing over to them. So he should be aware. Then also the issue I cited about teachers, I'm not demanding clothing allowance for teachers. I was just citing an example that if government is not careful, other sectors will also demand for those allowances. So I'm not demanding. And the fact that we don't have a special info does not mean we shouldn't demand for clothing allowances.
In conclusion,
other sectors are
keep quiet.
I also getting it. So if some people are also
interjecting,
clothing allowances,
please.
Teachers can equally demand. So he shouldn't feature that argument here at all.
Thank you very much.
He shouldn't denigrate teachers at all.
In conclusion,
we also deserve that. We also deserve that, and I'm not demanding that. I just cited that as an example.
In conclusion,
so he shouldn't feature in that. Thank you very much.
Honorable Vixen, I'm not biased.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Now, please, you don't worry. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Now, my name is Vixen Bryselom, Youth MP for Hoho constituency. Mr. Speaker, the way you lead your house is also important. You have gradually turned this place to a playing ground.
Honorable Vixen.
Well, no.
Honorable Vixen, can you withdraw that word? Honorable Vixen, withdraw that word.
Mr. Speaker,
it's unparliamentary.
When I'm done, you can rule me out.
Honorable Vixen,
my point.
Honorable Vixen, withdraw that word.
To say that, of course, because
Honorable Vixen, withdraw that word before you make any other statement.
That
you know what you said.
No, tell me what I said.
No, you know what you said.
I've said a lot of things.
Honorable Vixen, withdraw that word.
I have said a lot of things. What should I say?
Honorable Vixen, can you exclude the house for 1 minute?
No. I didn't misbehave.
Honorable Vixen.
Wait.
Honorable Vixen.
What did I say?
Can you exclude the house?
If you do so, I'll see echo on that. Because
Honorable Vixen, kindly exclude the house.
What I said, I've said a lot of things. What did I say?
Honorable Vixen, exclude the house.
Someone pleaded a
Masha,
I'm trying to correct
take him out. Masha, take him out. Honorable Vixen, exclude the house. Honorable Vixen, exclude the house for 1 minute. Honorable Vixen, exclude the house. Masha, take him out. Order in the house. Order in the house. Please, let me make this statement. You see, when someone is making argument, you will be interjecting. Then the person making the argument will also say, Mr. Speaker, they are disturbing me. So it's a plan thing people are doing. I know. You people that are here, you are well matured and you know the right thing to do. Okay, you can't command me to. You can't command me to do so. Order in the house. Honorable Charles, resume your seat. Honorable Charles, resume your seat. Resume your seat. Okay, resume your seat. All interventional sciences. Honorable Vixen. Honorable Vixen, go back. Honorable Vixen, go back. I have a time here. Go back. Majority leader. Majority leader. Majority leader.
All right.
Majority leader.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, your moderation today, I think, for me personally, I have issues with it. Your moderation. On several occasions that people made comments and some actions that I thought it wise that actually needs to be corrected. And I actually raised my hand on several occasions. The Minority Caucus, Majority Caucus, and even the clerks.
Honorable
And
Charles,
you yourself
please
included.
keep quiet.
You saw me, but you pretended not to be looking. One thing, so many times I've seen honorable members sitting in the house crossing their legs. Was the mace is upright, the authority of the house is upright, and you sit down. I don't know, when we go to parliament, they actually educate us on one or two things that at least when we come here, we should at least emulate those things. I heard honorable member saying, you can't speak to me like that because I went to the Ghana's parliament. I saw this honorable member going like this, going upright, left, center. Is it right? No, it's not right. So we are copying blindly. And one thing too, going to order 74, which is rules for the debate. Let me read one. No clapping of hands, whistling, yelling, or any form of noise in the house when sitting is in progress. You will see that an honorable member is on the floor. Probably days gone by, we might do some things probably inappropriate. But as we are progressing, as we are moving forward, let's try to learn one or two things. Mr. Speaker, I beg you. Another one too. An honorable member made a false statement that the nurses are killing, and I see that statement as unparliamentary. And I will refer you to Order 74(6). No member shall be allowed to use verbal or physical assault in the house. Thus, no member shall have the audacity to pass cynical comments or any language interpreted by the member or speaker to be indecent. And me as a member of this house, a comment like that coming from the honorable member sounds very indecent in my ears. And I feel like a house like this shouldn't be tolerating or upholding things like that.
Very much.
Mr. Speaker, your moderation, you have to be watching both sides of the house and
very much.
Act accordingly. Mr. Speaker, some statement to you yourself as the presiding officer of this house also made like is actually not good. So we are all checks to each other. So some things there, let's be watchful. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Majority Leader. I will urge the said honorable member who made the said comment to withdraw. Please, respectfully, kindly withdraw
You take
the
my
word.
asking me, I the one. Please, they say he's a sweet man. Get up.
They said you said the nurses have been killing, or is that not it?
I said.
So please, kindly withdraw. Please, kindly withdraw. That's all. Then we go.
We are on record.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. But
You see, you are making noise. They just read the standing order for us, but you are still going against the standing order. At the end, you'll be calling upon the speaker that the speaker is like this, is like this. Someone is on his feet. You are making noise. You have to keep quiet and listen to the honorable member.
The speaker will put something responsible heckling and then irresponsible heckling. What I mean is responsible heckling.
Mr. Speaker, please, did you call Honorable Vixen?
look at all that.
Honorable Vixen, you are one. Honorable Robert.
Right, Honorable Speaker. Before I retract the statement, I want to beg if you can allow me.
No, I will not allow.
With just.
No, I will not allow. Honorable member,
with just a second.
Just withdraw.
Right, Honorable Speaker, with a second to make.
Honorable member, I will not allow you.
Please,
just withdraw the word. Let's make a progress, please.
I want to make a preliminary comment. Just.
Honorable member, please. Withdraw.
Withdraw. That is my problem. That's why I said I want to make.
They said you said nurses are killers or are killing, or is that not a
No,
is that not a statement?
I said
Yes.
people died.
Yeah.
And for us to explain
Honorable member, please.
context, it means killing.
Please,
and
honorable member,
the first,
do not make any statement. Honorable Robert, kindly withdraw.
Okay, thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. So, according to
Honorable Robert, kindly exclude the house.
okay,
Honorable Robert, exclude the house for 2 minutes. Exclude the house. Exclude the house. Order in 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 the house. Please. The person should withdraw the word and he is trying to challenge him. So I have to send him out. I have to send him out. He can go and come and withdraw. Yes, he can go and come. Honorable Charles, resume your seat. Honorable Robert, come and withdraw.
thank you very much, Right Honorable.
Honorable, kindly resume your seat. Robert.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I respectfully withdraw the statement that come out from my mouth that killing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Please excuse the house.
Thank you very much.
Oh, please excuse the house.
Thank you very much.
You still have to excuse the house.
Honorable members, please take your time.
Do the right.
You are rushing too much.
Yes, please.
You are rushing too much. Allow me to rule, please. Allow me to rule. The person just finished speaking, and you are. Yes, so allow me. Yes, I'll do that. I know, I'll do that. Yes. No, you can't tell me I'm wasting time. Please, order in the house. Order in the house. Honorable Robert, exclude the house. Honorable Cyril, please, you are one. You are one. You can't control me here. You can't control me here. You can't and you can't determine the time I will give to the honorable member. Okay. So please take your time. Honorable Vixen, exclude the house for 2 minutes. Honorable Vixen, exclude the house. Honorable Vixen, exclude the house. Exclude the house. No, you are making noise. No. Honorable Vixen, please get me right. You raise your hand and you are talking. You started talking. You raise your hand and you are making noise. But you are making noise. Do I call you? I didn't call you. You are making noise. You are making noise. Is it? If I say it, you will still have something to say. I know. Yes. Exclude the house. Honorable Vixen. Exclude the house. Honorable Vixen. Masha. Honorable Vixen. Exclude the house. Honorable Vixen. Exclude the house. You are still making the noise. Exclude the house. Yes. Exclude the house. Honorable Vixen. Honorable Vixen. Honorable Charles, resume your seat. Honorable Charles, resume your seat. Honorable Vixen. Honorable Vixen. Please. Honorable Vixen. Kindly. Honorable Vixen. Honorable Vixen. Honorable Vixen. Honorable Vixen, excuse the house. Please, excuse the house. Honorable Vixen, excuse the house, please. Honorable Vixen, no comment, please. Just do the right thing. You see, let's get it right. They just read the standing order. And you people know. Okay? He's making noise. Honorable Cyril, resume your seat. Honorable Cyril, resume your seat. Honorable members, let's make a progress, please. Please. All interventional sciences. All interventional sciences. Honorable, kindly.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I am Constantina Etonam Afi Agbenolauduga. I would just like to point out some things. I mean, the House has, like someone said, I'll put it in quotes. So it's not taken as unparliamentary, that it's more like we are making fun here, playground or something. So, Mr. Speaker, I would plead with you that you do not exchange words with the members, because it's looking like it's exactly what is going on, and it's making us waste time here.
Thank you very much. Well noted. Well noted. Honorable Wonder.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Cyril, please. Please.
For the opportunity.
Your last warning. Honorable Cyril, do I call you? I didn't call you. Please. Honorable Vixen. Wonder, sorry.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, the House, for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, are we back to proceedings in terms of the debate?
Yes.
Or we are addressing substantive issues
the
debate in the House? The debate. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, speaking on the subject matter, as far as the debate is concerned, yes, Honorable SC made emphatic statement pertaining to a legal action being issued or strike against the collective agreement reached by the nursing and midwives back in May that hinders the execution of such collective agreement. Perfect. When interview was reached between the president and TV3, yeah, she made it emphatic that that legal action that was issued came from breakaway groups.
Is the speaker to take the chair?
Breakaway groups. What are these breakaway groups? Midwives Association Ghana, psychiatric nurses, and the rest. Now, how can a breakaway group, a group that is not part of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, that group is no more part of you, but that group will go along the way, take a legal action against the bigger body of not including them not including them in the negotiation as a result of them not holding a bargaining certificate. This is my point. A breakaway group, a group that is no more part of you. So the onus lies on the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association to go to court, stay the proceedings, issue interrogatory injunction against them, demanding from the court to dismiss such case. This is my point. So nurses and midwives did not do the needful. They didn't because a breakaway group cannot injunct your proceedings of inability of you as a mother association, your collective agreement not being implemented. This is my point. Let's reason with this. So, this strike action was not well articulated. Let me put it this way. If it was well articulated, they had to fight their core base very well. Their membership issue. They have membership challenges. Yes, and it must be well addressed. Because how can you say some midwives are not holding bargaining certificates, some are holding, okay, so for you, you are going there, and then you are not consulting them for them to make their input, for you to go and put before the minister for such a condition of service to be given to you. It doesn't make sense. So such legal action must be issued by Ghana Registered Nursing and Midwife Association, injuncting those breakaway groups that they don't have the power to go to court, that such collective agreement should not be implemented. If you are not clear with me, you can come again and I will break down for you again. Because how can a breakaway group cause your collective agreement not be implemented?
Please, in conclusion.
In conclusion, the points you raise, I know about it very well, and this is the breakdown I'm giving you, that a breakaway group cannot cause a mother body who say they have the bargaining certificate, and for that matter, they cannot go to court, injuncting them from their collective agreement being implemented. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the Majority Leader. Honorable members, minority, thank you for the correction. Honorable members, I've heard diverse views on this motion, and I appreciate your depth of knowledge. Honorable members, I think it's time we take the concluding remarks. Honorable members, I think it's time we take the concluding remarks. So I want to hear from the leaders, or they should give their concluding remarks so that we'll set dust on this motion. Honorable Majority Leader, because Honorable Majority Leader, you set the motion rolling. So please give your concluding remarks.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to give my closing remarks on today's debate. Mr. Speaker, a lot has been said today, and I still hold the view that healthcare, no matter which political party you are affiliated to, you will all be treated equally, whether you belong to the camp of Cheddar or Freedom, either GUM or whatsoever. We are all treated equally. If you don't have money, you will not be attended to. That's one thing. Taking one of the necessary allowances that they're actually requesting for, which is the clothing allowance. I think it's a high time as a country we take this action by saying all the institutions that are having one prescribed uniform should be catered for by the government, since they are handling some parts of it. When you take the military, fine, government is taking care of their uniform and whatsoever, some items. When we prescribe that uniform, it should be that government provides it for those individuals or those workers. It shouldn't be that the meager allowances that they are taking now, since that's the only uniform they will use each and every day that they are at work, they now spend huge sums of money trying to get new dresses, and which is very costly. So, Mr. Speaker, going forward, I think on the basis of clothing or the attire that they wear to work, I think it should be relooked at, whereby government should take that, should waive it totally from whatever cost that they are incurring on it. And another allowance that they are actually pushing very hard is rural incentive allowance. You see, some time ago we debated on teachers, why some teachers are actually reluctant in going to some communities where if they post them to do teaching there, due to probably the unbearable conditions of service that they found themselves. That's actually that portrays them not to even go there to render their service to the nation. So taking nurses to some of these, even you will be surprised that some chiefs compound you see only a single nurse there. A whole chiefs compound that serves about 1,000 plus community, just one. And if unfortunately that next is a bit under the weather, then healthcare delivery stops. Like, can you imagine? And which is not actually nice. So to actually entice them or actually give them some kind of motivation to actually keep on going or doing whatever they are actually doing, I think some incentives should be added to those that are cut from where you get these services very quickly. Let's say electricity, water, and then accommodation. So that's one thing that I think, on top of, on among the list of the allowances that they're actually pushing, I think is one of also the best that they can actually, the government, I think the government should look at with immediate effect. The next, I think the duration that they're giving is almost due. So the next conversation that they'll be having, I think these allowances and including their health care, when they are sick, I don't see the reason why they are not supposed to pay before they are being attended to. Like, at least it should make it life bearable or life very easy for them. And one thing also is the issue of you not being able to go for, probably your spouse is no more, and if you are on duty that day, you don't have the right to go unless you have a friend that is willing to actually substitute with you. And if you don't get anybody, that ends it there. You are going nowhere. So I think it's high time that we look at these scenarios and then make life, because they are very essential in our life. Imagine you going to hospital without seeing any nurse, or there's nobody there to attend to, and you are at the core of your death. How would you imagine? Like, so you say, sorry to say, you say a lot of cases. Like, I could attest to the fact that the gentleman or the lady that was even speaking about the man having an asthma, and all efforts have just proved futile, and that man had to give up his soul. Things of this nature, we shouldn't be playing with healthcare. You know, life is not something that you will die and come back. No, it's not Jesus Christ, and then that one is a mystery. So this one, let's face reality and then stop playing politics with this thing. I thank you.
Thank you very much, the majority leader. You were spot on. 5 minutes. You did very well. Um, yes, you did very well with the timing. Um, the minority leadership, please, it's your time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker of the House, for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, as far as the motion before the House is concerned, this House examines the fairness of nurses' allowance claims in line with existing public sector policy. Mr. Speaker, we must admit to the fact that we, this House, side of the House, are not against some honorarium, some emoluments, some benefits that due public sector workers, especially the nurses and midwives, who are the center core of this debate. We are not against that. But looking at the items of these allowances that are being under request, you can ask yourself, are these professionals, prioritizing lives or prioritizing personal benefits or personal gains? We must come to a conclusion that, in fact, as public sector workers, they are not there to make benefits or make, how will I put it, profit. If it is profit that they are in for, then they should find themselves in private sector. That's why profit is made. But in public sector, you save the nation. That must be made point blank, without any fear of contradiction. They must consider the life that they save rather than what comes to them personally, even though we are not against what they are asking. Looking at the items again, maybe they should consider some essential ones than bringing everything holistically. Funeral allowance, uniform allowance, license renewal. When all these professional bodies that we have in this country also come on board that renew allowances for us, give us clothes allowance, do this for us, do that for us, can our economy content it? This is a big question. We should look at certain things that the economy that drive all these things. So if the economy cannot contain it, then can it be achieved? Can it be attained? No, it cannot be attained. So nurses and midwives should prioritize service to the nation than their personal benefits. Secondly, I was talking about the court injunctions that they claim has made them not be able to implement this collective agreement way back in 2024. Yes, they didn't do due diligence. They didn't do their homework very well. Because it cannot make sense to me that ACU SRC is a member of GNUT. Then along the line, ACU SRC has break away from GNUT. Then GNUT has taken a decision that they are going to meet CTVET for certain negotiation to be reached. And that negotiation has been reached. Then ACU along the line come and then taking GNUT to court, injuncting that process. That cannot make sense. You are breakaway, you are gone, you are no more a member. Let this be made point blank that they didn't do due diligence. They have to go to court, lay interlocutory injunction on these breakaway groups that they are not our member. We hold a bargaining certificate. They are not our member. So court, dismiss that case. They didn't do this. So I'm telling them that they didn't do due diligence. That's why the collective agreement was not reached back in 2024. So they shouldn't blame the current government that they didn't implement it whatsoever, or the previous government has faced a legal action for that matter. That's why they didn't do due diligence. They must accept that. So finally, Mr. Speaker, we thank you very much for today. Thank you very much for the debate. I side with my colleague, Majority Leader, for the trend position that we've taken, that this debate should do away with politics. Indeed, as I've been saying, health, education, agric, energy must be taken away, far, far, far away from politics. Because these are, let me say, our livelihood. These are our source, our being as humans. So the strong position that we're taking today as this debate has nothing to do with politics or whatsoever, even though party or government of the day has to implement the collective agreement, yet still we need to look at public sector service than aligning it with politics. I thank you very much for the debate. I'm highly grateful for the day. May I take this opportunity to thank all Minority Caucus members. You've done well for the meaningful contribution that you made. Yes, you've done well, you've done well. I thank you very much. Let's all come in solidarity and in strength to push YIP together as we grow bigger. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Minority Leader. Honorable members, this motion is something dear to my heart, and I think with hearing submission from both sides of the house, it's not something I should put a voice vote for, because whether the ayes have it or the noes have it. But anyway, I have my ruling here, and I want to read it out to the house, then we'll move forward. Honorable members, after a thorough and balanced debate on this motion, I have noted some key submissions regarding equity, our fiscal responsibilities, and the essential role of nurses within our health sector. I have noted that the call for allowances of these nurses must align with our existing public sector frameworks, because the undeniable contribution of nurses to our national development warrants special attention. That's what I think. And because so, we should review our nurses' entitlement. The review we are talking about, the allowances that are entitled, we should, when we are demanding it, we should be guided by transparency. We should be guided by sustainability and fairness. We shouldn't be demanding things that like is not transparent, things that are not sustainable, things that are not fair when you look at the other existing public sector jobs. So we should all look at that, and we should ensure parity across the public sector without compromising the motivation of critical workforces. Because even though I believe nurses are essential workers, but I believe it's not only nurses that are only the essential workers in this country. So when they are demanding, they should also look at the other essential workers too. They should, their entitlement or their what they are demanding should be in line with our public sector framework. It should be transparent. It should be sustainable. You see, this government is saying it's not that they can't provide the allowances or what they are demanding, but they are saying we just took over and we are resetting the economy. Paying these allowances now will just break down the economy and the gains we have done. So, honorable members, this my submission on this issue. So, with this my ruling. Honorable members, let's move to the commencement of private businesses. Item number 8, questions. Honorable members, I've not admitted any question for this sitting. So let's move straight to item 9, statement. Honorable members, it is with sad heart that I wish to inform the House of the demise of one of our own who served as an MP in the second and third parliament of Youth Impact Parliament. The person I'm referring to is the late Innocent Dramekpo. The old members of the house know him. And since the minority leader is one of the old members of the house, he has something to say. Honorable Minority Leader.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, the House, for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, it is with a sorrow heart and before the House this evening to present a statement to eulogize our former honorable member and subsequently bid him fare thee well. The honorable member, the late honorable member in question, goes by the name Honorable Innocent Hubert Agbaxode. I met this honorable member way back in 2019 when we all came to ACU, and he read, while you were reading building technology, I was reading civil engineering. And throughout the line, we've been together. Then in 2021, due to his enthusiasm in student leadership and youth leadership, he has this ambition to contest for Jinut's local rep, which he contested, but along the line, he did not make it. So subsequently, as he was contesting for Jinut local rep, he was Justice of the SRC Court of Competent Judicature under His Excellency Angel Fancy administration, the 2020-2021 administration. Then from there, he did not get this bid. Then he came to His Excellency Samuel Kisi Ampedu-led administration, where he became the Deputy Chief Justice. For me, then as the Chief Justice, so he was my deputy. He deputized me for the 2021-2022 administrative year of the ACU SRC. We've been together, we'll be moving. Due to his passion that he have in leadership, he signed up to be a member of United Nations Youth Association Ghana Youth Government Initiative, Third Parliament, an association that I was part representing the good people of Anlo constituency and currently part. Then he was also a member for Ketu South. Then in that same period, 2021, when Youth Impact Parliament, formerly Whole Technical University Youth Parliament, was established in April 2021. So he was around, we were moving on, things were fine. Then we finished, we started our national service. He continued with his top-up, where he graduated successfully last year. That was BTech, Bachelor of Technology top-up in building technology. When, during the national service, he was part of an agenda that we're all pushing for inclusivity, transparency for our national service personnel. And he has been throughout. And I learned he played a pivotal role in terms of chieftaincy in Ketu South, Hejranao, in Aplau. That's where we affectionately call him Togbi. Then along the line, he was a member of Youth Impact Parliament as well. representing Ketu South. Along the line, he was a chair of Chieftaincy Committee. So he has contributed a lot to ACU, to United Nations Youth Association, Ghana Youth Government Initiative, Third Parliament. He contributed to Youth Impact Parliament. He contributed to his chieftaincy roles in Ketu South, particularly in Hedranao, in Apalawu. Then after we finished school, then I saw him around Tisa Garden. That was in December last year. That was the last time we met. And he was holding a certain envelope. And we met there. As he was my deputy, we are all justices of the SRC Courts of Competent Judicature. We exchanged pleasantries. We laughed over it. And I was asking her, what are you still doing on campus? You are done with your degree. And he told me, how can a whole university give you your certificate in envelope? So he's petitioning to make his grievances heard to management. And I said, you finished school, so how can you aid this process? And he said, it's a process that he is taking and somebody can come and continue. There we departed. Then, sadly, on Wednesday, on the 14th of May, around 9 p.m., when Honorable Enock Sododzi chat me, asking me what happened to Honorable Innocent. And I said, what happened to him? So he couldn't get back to me. Then later, on Friday, then I heard the news, which was 16th. Then I heard the news that Honorable Innocent is no more. I said, what happened to him? And they told me he had a short illness and that took him away. Death has laid its icy hand on this revered, very hardworking, very enthusiastic, honorable member of ours. He left behind a wife and a beautiful lady, passing on to glory at the age of 35 years. On this note, I hereby paid a fair due message to Honorable Innocent Dzameshie, Innocent Hubert Dzameshie, that may his soul rest in the bosom of the Almighty God until we meet again on the day of judgment. So on that note, Mr. Speaker, in one accord, may I be that you take over from there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minority Leader. Honorable members, please, can we have a minute of silence? Outstanding. You want to comment on it? Oh, okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. So we're just remembering the good old days that we all spent here in the four corners of this beautiful institution, where we all started from level 100 from Adaklu. Going to 200, we all started this political journey where we all aspire to become SRC executive, where he was contesting for Genote. I was going for SRC finance officer. You will never know a day like this will come. Well, looking at the time, today he's been laid to rest. I'm sure at this particular time, he has been lowered to his final resting place. And it's actually something that we all cannot run away from. But taking our life very cautiously. When you step on somebody, or even when somebody steps on you, just quietly move on. You might not know what is backing that person. So for me, battling with somebody or arguing with somebody, I don't have that energy. You see, we are in a kind of world that a lot of things are going on that you cannot see with your eyes. And if that I one power that I always had God to give me is the ability to reach people's mind and the ability to see what is happening in the next minute. Just some few days ago, that an accident happened at Winneba. You never know, just within a twinkle of an eye, you see how that trailer splash or just wipe off those number of people. You will never know. So we just have to take our life seriously in as much as we are trying to make our daily incomes and then daily earnings. You all have to make, if somebody offend you, let it go. Like life still continues. So I'm urging us all, life is too short to taking things seriously. Yes, somebody will say me today very serious, tomorrow I'm somewhere dancing. Yes, let's take life as normal. You see, popularly called sticker. He is serious, so he's having money, he is making a lot of money. But you see he's somewhere dancing very happily. The last time I saw him at Akatsi North University, like just mingling with the student, like the way he was dancing, you look at him like, is this an honorable member? And people see him as somebody who plays too much. No, that's his life, and you are an honorable member. So what? So you can't live life happily. So I think some of these things we have to just live freely in the community, take what is supposed to be taken seriously, and then let what is supposed to be forgotten. So on this note, I also stand to eulogize with our honorable member that lost his life, that probably he wasn't expecting it at that particular time, and we all bid him farewell on this day. Thank you.
Yeah. Um, is it on the same subject matter? Is it comment on the same subject matter? Please, do, brief. Yes, brief.
10 minutes, brief.
Honourable member, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. So my name is Victim by Salom, Youth MP for all constituency. So Mr. Speaker, so a lot have been said, but most of our members don't know him. But personally, I think Hubert said we all stayed in Adaku hostel, but he was at the top, the last floor, and at least I'm taller than him a bit. So that's the joke that we usually engage in. So for me, what I want to put before us is, in as much as we are here, we should take our health very serious. But the information I heard was that, I don't know, most of you don't know, he's called, one other friend of mine called Tusa Stephen. We normally refer to him as the propaganda minister. One afternoon I was there, he just sent me a picture, the guy that contested during our time at Junut. So I was confused. Before he sent me his picture, that someone said he's dead. Is it true? But the way I am, I needed to confirm first, because it happened to Sododzi Enock before. Someone went to declare him dead. Two of us. Of course, and that this is circulated. So I'm very careful about how, because someone for people look up to me as well. So if I should go and post that, people will also come and question that, and that leads to a whole lot of, and even Dzameshie wanted to the same, but it was on another tangent as well. So Mr. Speaker, let's take our health very serious, and we're going for checkup always. And we also be cautious about what to eat. Those of you who are so into eating Indomie. No. If you're not eating Indomie, this matter is to you.
because your kidneys are at stake.
Honorable member, mention my name directly.
Indomie. So let's be cautious. I'll urge all of us to be cooking in the house and eating. It will be helpful because this afternoon, I think myself and Konstantina we went to eat, cook in the house. Heavily, we came here. We call that one, that's house food. But they don't equally go and buy food outside. I think when they called me, they told me that it was the chest pain. And I don't know what happened. They think that he was treated before he came home and later on to leave us. So, Mr. Speaker, so that's what I have to say. And better still,
Thank you
we
very
serve
much.
in the same parliament, UNYA, as his leader, and he serves as the MP for Ketu North. It's just sad that today we are here talking about him. He's not here to listen to all the nice words that we've attributed to him. But what we can wish him as is already buried today is that may God be with him, and until the day that all of us will also be buried. That's when we will meet again. But now he should be resting very well. Our prayers are still with him. Thank you very much. But
Thank
your
you
health
very
is very,
much.
very important.
Thank you very much, Honorable Vixen. Let's hear from the honorable member in blue black.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm John Samega Shibigo, Interim Youth MP. Mr. Speaker, I just have a few words. Honorable Innocent was a very humble man. And for the records, he was Youth MP for Ketu North, but he resides in Ketu South. Because even at the National Youth Conference held in 2022, if I'm right, he got his delegation from the Ketu South Youth Parliament and the National Youth Authority. And I went to that conference as well, on ticket of Youth Impact Parliament. It was Youth Impact Parliament that got me there. Yes, Vixen as well was there, and Hubert, were you there? No, no, yes,
It was Albert.
yes, Albert as well.
And Eugenia and Kendall.
Yes, yes. Mr. Speaker, just one touching moment I want to share with all of you. This was a man who was so humble and he was that peaceful to the extent that anything that can trigger him, he would leave it and go aside. I was in the room when they were serving supper, and then it was lunch. I was in the room over there trying to see what I can do and fidgeting with my phone. And then all of a sudden, Togbe came inside and then just put his head on the bed and lying down. This is something I only witnessed, and I'm sure he never told anyone. But on this, they just honor how peaceful he was. And I asked, Togbe, what are you doing here? Are they not serving lunch? And he said, the people are misbehaving. Common food and they're acting like that. I don't want to meddle with them. And if you look at it, he was hurt by it. But just for peace, he just left there and came into the room. That was how peaceful he is. Anything war, he walk away. Wonder knows, even in the judicial board, you will not hear him complain. Like, he prefer to tell you underground than to make a scene out of it. That was how peaceful he was. And on this day, as his mortal remains are finally laid back to the soil, as we all came from sun, and back shall we go, and his soul will go to heaven. OG and his soul rest in the bosom of the Almighty God. Togbe, Edenye, thank you.
Let me take the last comment from the acting second deputy speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On the same subject matter, I just want to add my voice to it that yes, someone has died, and all we have to do as we are here is to learn from him. I mean, the good deeds that maybe he has left us with or he's gone with. Then do better. And May was the mental health awareness month for all male, and we are in June. Pardon me. I think I am mistaken.
Yes.
It's June, right?
Yes.
Yes, June. We are still in June, sorry. June this month is the mental health awareness month for all males. And it's well known to everyone that when we talk about mental health, it's the men that suffer the most. When we talk about suicide, it's the men. So I just want to plead with you all that prioritize your mental health. And if possible, check on your friends at least once a week. Because, Mr. Speaker, we are seeing someone that was part of us is no more here. Recently, a student of our school died. He was a friend of mine too. I heard it just last night and I was so scared. When I heard the story, I was like, Chale, you men, you don't need to trust the person 100% before you share whatever you are going through. In our world, trust can be hard. But when you see the person, like you believe, oh, I can at least speak to this person, please do. Don't wait oh. Because you wouldn't be here to listen to all the nice stories. That's why I will always post myself every day. I wouldn't wait to die before they will go and be searching for my pictures. Take pictures, post, celebrate your growth. Be proud of yourself no matter what. We are all going through some things. We are all figuring something out one way or the other. But do not let those things define you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. On this note, can we observe a minute silence in honor of our late brother? Outstanding. May the soul of our late honorable member rest in the bosom of the Almighty God. Amen. Honorable members, we are still on statements. Yes, Honorable Hubert, please make it as brief as possible.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to draw attention to some things that transpired earlier. Today, I was about addressing some on points, but I wasn't given the permission or that chance to actually echo my grievances. One is the chair being heard in silence. I've seen that most at times today, honorable members are actually challenging the speaker, the ruling of the speaker is not subject to appeal. But today's sitting that I'm saying, it's otherwise, it's just the opposite side of it. And I'm proposing that probably we should take a day, like how Parliament do, times that probably take honorable members through the standing orders, educates them on the standing orders. Probably we can start order one, and then this is how it means. For some time now, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, don't know if it's been done for this fourth parliament, no. So I think it's high time that we make use of these standing orders that guides the house as to what to do at what particular point in time, so that probably some of these issues of challenging the ruling of the speaker and then standing on a firm ground that you won't go out, like it's not nice saying, it's a nice word, which I don't think we'd want to do this or actually practice this till going forward. If we want to go to the national parliament, I don't think we would want to do that. So going forward, Mr. Speaker and the leaders, I think we should find a date And then if it will be a virtual sitting or probably a sitting of this nature, we dedicate the sitting solely for standing orders and its interpretation. I think that will help a lot. I thank you.
Yeah. Okay, honorable member, you are well noted. You are well noted. Honorable Samson, please make it as brief as possible.
Yeah, thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker, for the opportunity. My name is Doche Samson, the Youth MP for Kwame Afram North, the Chairperson of Education Committee and the cluster head of this August House. I would like to make a statement on Rose Network in my constituency, that is Kwame Afram North. There's a very important road net stretch from Echi Tonu through Donkokrum to Agodeke, which I think it is a highway which the government has to pay attention to. So I'm appealing to the Minister of Roads and Highways, the MP of Kwame Afram North, and the DC of Kwame Afram North to take charge of that, because the district assembly is not part of their duty. They can only do reshaping. Looking at the stretch to, it links Echi to Agodeke, so people fly there to come and join the ferry or the Pantu at Agodeke. Then they travel to Pandu Toko, then they embark on their journey. But looking at the nature of the road, it's so bad. So government should turn its face to that and then construct that road properly for us. Then from Donkokrum through Adiambra, Abomansarifu to Supong to Bridgiano, that stretch is also very bad. And for several years now, nothing has been done about it. And when it rains, the whole stretch is being what? Flooded. Drivers, and then Amankwatonu, from Adiambra to Amankwatonu, that stretch too is very bad. So I'm appealing to government, especially those that are in charge of roads, the Minister of Roads, the DC, and then the MP, they should take up this issue seriously. Then when it comes to educational issues in my constituency, Afram North, we have realized that teachers find it very difficult to accept posting there because probably they have experienced life in the cities. So in the village there, they will find it very difficult. But I think that if training college for education is being established at Donkokrum, where people from the environs attend, and they will be willing to accept posting to the areas there, which will help us to solve teacher deficit in the constituency. Then also the school feeding. There are a lot of villages that need this school feeding program, like Supum, Bridgiano, Mataeko, Abrowakra, Mafikope, Adokope. They all need this school feeding, but it has not been extended to those areas. I'm pleading with the DC in the area, the MP, and anybody that it may concern to take up this issue. Then also there are some villages like Sovis Kofe, Alekpo, Bubu, Nyonywe, Peglo Kofe, Odidi Ada, Ajaboso. Those areas, they need schools. So I'm appealing to the authorities, the DC and the MP of Afram North, to pay attention to that. At least one school for these communities won't be bad. They find it very difficult to send their children out to Pandu Tokom, Pandu to school. And due to that, you can see that a lot of students are in Afram North who are not attending school. So I'm appealing to the authorities there to take up these issues. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Samson. The last statement.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, the House, for the opportunity. My name is Wonder Nicodemus Dzameshie, Youth MP for Anlo constituency and minority leader of this August House. I can say confidently that I'm a fourth-term member representing this good constituency. Can I have a year for that? Honorable Vincent.
Honorable member, please proceed.
All right, so Mr. Speaker, I align myself with my colleague, Majority Leader, pertaining to some behaviors when a speaker gives a directive give instruction. Then they'll say, even in the mother parliament, they're seeing MPs doing this, doing that. No, we are now learning. We are going through the ranks. So if they have reached their peak, and should we be copying blindly? No. So I believe and align myself with you that the standing orders should be given a certain, members should be given a certain tutorial on the standing orders. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, I present before the House that to be prudent and purposeful when we made our trip to Parliament House at least twice a year, the beginning of a particular year and then the end of a particular year. I made a proposal that I will present that before the platform, but I didn't do that. So I'm here tabling it before the House that at least we are learning, we are going through the processes. The first time we visited, we learned about how Parliament came to be. Then the second time, that was 20th March, we learned about how Parliament does its oversight responsibility. So it is with a humble plea that I'm presenting you before the House that you consider that our trip to Parliament will be at least the beginning of a year and then end of the year. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Minority Leader. It's more than Honourable members, item number 10 on our order paper, petitions. Honourable members, I've not received any petition as such. So we move to end of business. Honourable members, before we adjourn this honourable house, I want to give an information on the nomination to the 5th Parliament. Honourable members who are ready to retain their seats should please confirm their seats by paying the 100 cedis. No, it's 200 for leaders and 100 cedis for members. You should please confirm your seat as early as possible because it has become nearly impossible to save your seat. But there are other people ready to pay to confirm your seat. But because of you are already in the house and they are giving priority to you, that's why it's still available. So please, honourable members, you should please do the needful. At least by the 5th of next month, you should please confirm your seats, your 0 seats, so that we can assign the rest of the seats to prospective honourable members who are ready to join the house. Honourable members, this brings us to the end of business adjournment to the 12th Parliamentary sitting in July. Honourable Majority Leader, any indication?
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Majority Leader, please resume your seat whilst I give another important info to the House. Honourable members, as you are all aware, we have our summit next week, Sunday, at this exact location. So I will invite you, when you are coming, don't come alone. You should bring at least 2 people. This is a financial summit, and it's not for only the members of the House. It's for everybody. It's open to the public. So you should invite that your friend, that your neighbor, that your girlfriend, that your sugar mommy. Please invite them.
What if I don't have?
Let them also bring other 2 people. Honourable members, please We want here to be full. The impact. We are Youth Impact Parliament. We should make sure we are able to impact our youth. Everybody should get the fair share of the knowledge. So that it will also help. This is also part of the nation building we are all talking about. So you should be part of the change we want in the country by bringing somebody to come and learn. And the person who can teach other people. So honorable members, let's hear from the majority leader on the agenda issue. Honorable member, please. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, looking at the order paper for today, I think we have exhausted every item there. So, Mr. Speaker, I will say we are in your hands.
Then, honorable member, please move the motion for the agreement.
Because earlier you said I should give my indication. Thank you.
So you are giving your indication.
All right.
Also tell you.
So, without any other discussion to make, I, Hubert Agbaxode, after Jones, I'm the oldest MP for this house when you look at the timing, because I watch the faces I've been here before each and every one. The first day, including you, yeah. The first day, that fateful Saturday, yeah. Jones is there, you know. By then I was going around with my campaign. You were somewhere far away.
It doesn't mean that.
The first day I'm looking at the first day. So, Mr. Speaker, I didn't call, this shouldn't bring debate. This shouldn't bring debate. This shouldn't bring debate. This shouldn't be a debate. Mr. Speaker, I ask to move a motion for the adjournment of this sitting to our next sitting to be in August.
July.
Thank you very much. To be in July. I thank you.
Minority leader, please again the motion.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. In reference to indication, opportunity given my fellow leader, I will to be fair if I am also giving fairly. Mr. Speaker, just something short. Yes, I just want to recognize the presence of Honorable Charles Adonu, MP for Old West. He did something this afternoon very instrumental. When it was raining, looking at the number here, how many of us here? When it was raining, he was walking in the rain to come here. I noticed that, I recognize that. That is passion. Passion for Youth Impact Parliament. That is what we are looking for. And I recognize that. Thank you very much for the enthusiasm.
And one thing too, you should have come here early. Exactly. Thank you. But even though it was raining, it's all part of the commitment.
Of course, I understand very well that you may have come earlier, but you know, nobody knows what circumstance that took him away. So I appreciate that. Secondly, on 29th of November 2023, when we first visited Parliament of Ghana, when Speaker Agbaxode recognized us, he made it emphatic that he will be making available the standing orders, the new standing orders. Honorable, yeah, Speaker Agbaxode recognized that you will be giving us the new standing orders. Yes, we didn't have that. So I want to remind the House, institutional memory, I want to remind the House that
we can equally download on that, we even honorable even assured us the last time we went to Parliament that the copy will be made available. Yes, we are still chasing it.
Oh, perfect.
Honorable, please, can you please?
Thank you very much. So, on that note, I want to thank my caucus members for your meaningful. He took a plea of the speaker to attend to something equally important. Yes. So I want to thank you very much for your meaningful contribution, the marshal, then the table department, The table office, yes. Mr. Speaker, yourself. The second deputy acting, first deputy. All members of the Majority Caucus, you've done well. You've contributed meaningfully to this public discourse. I'm very grateful that today we deviated away from politics and have a discussion on nationalism, patriotism. With that, I'm very grateful. Thank you very much. Baba Tunde, I see you, I recognize you. Thank you very much. On that note, Honorable, I see you for the first time. Thank you very much for coming to YIP. Wait. Honorable
minority leader. You see, that's why you should marry the standing audience. The standing audience is saying, when, I'm not quoting the battle, but it is saying when you stand to second a move or second a motion, you shouldn't reveal. What you are doing is romance.
The standing order is my wife.
You should second the motion.
So I've married very well. But I just want to use this free opportunity.
Honorable member, the permission, the time zone I'm giving that allows. Please second the motion, or I should call.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Without further ado, I hereby second the motion being moved by the majority leader to adjourn this house to July sitting. I thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. You are in your hand.
Honorable members, I want to thank all of you for attending upon today's sitting. The motion for adjournment has been moved and seconded. All honorable members in favor say aye. Aye. Those not in favor say no. No. Honorable members, I think the ayes have it. Honorable members, the ayes have it. The motion is carried.
You know they want to do I will pay for blocks. Those who have mattresses.
So stand and lead. Back. Okay. Hey, where is he going to?
Ele was excluded the house.